Hi guys, welcome. Hope you like the intro there. Bit new. I see we've got Mark Urbex, hello. Icy Diamond, hello. Nigel Thomas, evening. Adam George, thank you for the support. Hopefully you watched the previous video. It was a bit bad quality. I will put my hands up and say I was half asleep while editing it and rendered it in 720p as I've just figured out. So Icy, you said the next time I went live you would come on the panel. I put the link in. Lucifer, if you would like to jump on as well, the stream, I would very much appreciate it. We're not going to have Exploring Within tonight because he wants an early night. He's not feeling very well. And let's see if we can keep it friendly tonight. Everybody that was here on Friday night last week kind of saw what was happening. That wasn't my wife in the chat. That was some troll. So if anything does suddenly pop up, the mods will deal with it. I see that Lucifer's already putting in my links. Yeah, she's put my PayPal link in there. If anybody wants to donate to that, thank you very much in advance. I will always thank them if it comes through. If it comes through to my phone, why I'm on the chat. So, oh Christ, what was that? Technology falling off. Right, hopefully soon my setup will be better. I won't be in ROMs anymore in the next couple of weeks. So up yours to those people from Friday. And you're not going to know where I'm going to be moving to either because I'm not stupid enough to say it a second time. So I've got my vaccine here just for some humor. No, I don't have a banana. They are behind me, but I'm not hungry. So yeah. What did everybody think about that intro just a minute ago with the channel trailer? Let's have some feedback on that if we can. 14 people in. So have I missed anyone? Nigel Thomas, Adam George, Mark Urbex and Lucifer. Who else is in tonight then? Yes. New comment. Cool intro. Do you want to come on, Mark? I'll post the link in again. Oh, yeah, so that video from tonight was an old, I'll say old one. You can kind of tell from the way I'm using the gimbal. I used two devices that night for filming. I used my phone for my main camera, which is my phone. And then you can kind of see the change in devices. Princess Lozzie, hello. Thank you for joining. Can everybody let me know whether, let's see if that works, the connection is okay and I'm not, delayed. So, yeah, I wasn't going to do one tonight because Friday's one kind of did, weird me out, that only for the drive home. But high 2K abandoned places. So, yeah. So that place, I don't know whether anybody can remember our prison video in Portsmouth. And then we had a guy that, owned the thing, and he was being a bit, in the chat, he was trying to tell us stuff, and we all asked him to come on, and he's quite friendly in the end because he offered us to go to this place that you saw tonight. So yeah, and I have been in contact with him again. I was in contact him why I was editing that video, just before I edited the video last night, asking whether we could go to another one of his locations. Now Yeah, Andy, that was it. Thanks, Simon. Sorry, Sean. Sorry. Hi, Sean. How are you? Yeah, Andy. Yeah, he's a good chap. That guy. We haven't spoken to him since COVID and all this crap. But my bloody laptop's filthy. I'm ashamed of myself. But yeah, he's got a few more locations that he said when we did that one he would like us to do. Or would we would like to do, not that he would like us to do, but he was quite happy to let us, on Mr. UCAP. That's him. Let me see if I can get Alex on here. Anybody heard from Random TV lately? Seen him about, but get Vacant Haven. I know he's out and about tonight, but not doing the usual urbexing. I'll be out tomorrow night. No locations given to anybody at this time. You'll only find out once the video's out. Facebook is so bloody slow. Right, where are we? Where are we? There we are. So let's see if we get him on there. Right, let's have a look. I'm good, thank you, Sean. Been a bit of a busy day. I've been looking after my son, trying to get him a haircut and going shopping and other things. So I am quite tired. So this one will not be a long chat to you guys unless I get someone on here. It'll probably be an hour and a half at most, because I want to hit the gym again tomorrow. Get this COVID weight off, or what do you call COVID weight, daddy weight? Either one. I used to be 28 weeks before my son was here, but now 34. Anyway, keeping you on your toes. Yes, he was, definitely. Managed to get one haircut in the hometown. 12 quid though for a young kid like my son to have his haircut, but they did have to kind of fight him to keep his head still. That's what Disney Plus is for. So yeah. I will put this in the chat again. Anybody wants to come on, that is the link to come on. Felt a bit stupid, to be honest, just chatting to no one. Oh, who's this? Haircut. I'm still using the COVID. Yeah, I did. Well, I had a trim the other day. I decided to Nick, please come on there. Even if you're drunk, even if you're not, I would like to speak to a friendly face. Unless you're at work, which I don't think you are tonight. Fingers crossed. Come on, people, let's get Nick on here. You, the New Forest Explorer. Nick, come on. Where was I? Yeah, I bicked my head during the last lockdown, and I regretted it. I looked like a bloody cue ball. Never ever again, because it grew long ear here, all over my ears, and I was like, nah. So, grade 0 around the old side, and blend at the top. Yeah. But we're going to scout out some locations tomorrow night. Got a map together. Hang on. Should have given me a shout, mate. Why I'm up this way still. Bloody hell. Okay. Yeah. I think he's using that. I think he's in bed as an excuse. I think he's in front of the TV, to be honest. But what do we think, everyone? Oh, we have the
switches in my banging.
How you doing, sexy pants?
Oh, I'm all right, darling. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. We've just had a police chase.
Oh, you haven't? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Transport for London, anti-terrorism. Are we terrorists or whatever? It must have been, because they had a few police cars. They had loads of police officers. A police station. Well, not police station. Was it a railway station? It was outside of, and got Jordan here dressed up like a terrorist.
Well, yeah. Hello, Jordan.
Hi.
Hi, Glenn.
He would love to come on. He would love to come on, but then you'd see his face and then he'd melt. Melting. He would actually make that voice as well as he was melting. He'd be like, I am melting.
Yippee!
That's the one, yeah.
So it's been an interesting evening, has it?
Yeah. We went in somewhere, and we explored the whole of it. And just as we were coming back to where we'd be getting out, we kind of had a feeling there'd probably be some presence there. But luckily, Glenn found a manhole cover for us to get out of. So as we were coming down this tunnel, it was like they would all come towards us. They were like, "Stop now!" And there were like 3 or 4 police dressed in black, and they started running towards us. So we just went up a ladder and out onto a street, and see ya.
Bloody hell. Well, at least you got away. That's the main thing. You're not in a cell tonight, so.
No, that's right. Hey, you've had a haircut.
I have.
You look like somebody had your communards.
I don't know who that is.
They were a gay band, weren't they?
Oh, thanks, Matt. Thanks. Yeah.
It's all right. You could farm your tuppence out tonight.
Hey.
Farm your tuppence.
Right. Yeah. I had premiered that video earlier, but it turns out that it rendered it in 720p.
Ah. What,
So-
you rendered it without realizing you'd rendered it in 720p, so you uploaded it in 720p.
Yeah, I set it for normal render, but for some reason it went out through Filmora as 720p. So
Easy to do.
yeah, bit of a disappointment, but because I did something at the beginning of the video, which was with the information about the place, which I thought was quite good until I looked at the quality of the actual video. So
Just re-upload it. I'm always doing V2s all the time where I make big mistakes.
yeah, I would have to start from the beginning because I didn't actually save the project stupidly.
What?
Yeah, I was that tired yesterday. I just didn't even think about saving it.
Now,
So-
hang on. Premiere automatically saves safety backups as you work, whether you know it or not. So check with Filmora. You might find that at the time you finish the thing, you'll find the last backup will be in and around that time. If it does that, then you can call up a backup and it just bring it back to where it was last night.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if it does that, but Premiere does, because I've had to use it quite a few times. Always auto save in the background for you.
Yeah, it does most of the time. I think it does anyway. Let me have a look. That'd be quite a good thing if it does, because I was a bit disappointed in it, to be honest, tonight. So, but I did get quite a few in watching it.
Yeah, and if you can't find the locations where those safety backups are stored, check on Filmora's website and it'll tell you where the backups are stored for that software.
Yeah, it's doing something. We'll see what happens. But you off anywhere else now, or you heading home, as it were?
Well, we haven't really got anywhere else, and we were aware that this was a time-sensitive one because some people had already done it, which is maybe why it was more sensitive than when we did it. But it's going to make quite a funny video. Could I tell him a little bit about what happened to give him a preview? Because the thing is, it's not my channel, see, so these people watching this, some of them are going to know me, but they're still going to enjoy watching it. So we were just about to jump down a hole, right? And then Jordan and Glenn decided they weren't going to jump down the hole. They just jumped on the back of a bus and bus surfed off into the distance. And I'm like, oh, right, so we're not going down the hole. So they bus surfed off. And there was an old granny. She was going, did you see that? Did you see what just happened? And I was like, oh, yeah. And it was like, then later on, when we went down the hole, that granny was there and she was pointed like to the station manager. She was like going, look at them, like, you know, sort of trying to grass us up, like, you know. So So yeah, you've had a little preview now.
Yeah. Well, I saw Jordan's Instagram story when he was on top of that water tower. Oh my God, I can't believe he did that.
Mm.
Looking
Screaming
over
at the top of his voice.
how you didn't get bloody caught, I will never ever know in that place.
Well, I'll tell you something off air, right? Which, yeah, is quite interesting.
I think you told me earlier.
Oh shit! Might have just caught a bit of your face there, but not much.
Only his ear, I think. But
Yeah.
I think you messaged me this morning what you're on about, Matt. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So did you mention where it was, by the way? Did you mention where you'd gone, Jordan?
When?
You put it on your thing saying, "Here I am up a water tower." Did you say where?
I think so.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody kind of knows now that it's been done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mentioned it,
Because I know you guys didn't want to go over the edge.
I don't care really. I don't mind.
With it.
I think, yeah. I mean, I could go around it, but to be honest, it just looks like a load of old empty buildings, you know.
Well, we were quite disappointed with it when we went round it. Even though it's like so gutted that it's like, but it's not like it's like gutted in like an emotionless way. You know, like when you go into a building where it's like naturally decayed and it's got like vandalism. You can sort of imagine what it was like. That was just like you could tell it was gutted, and all what left was signage and nothing else, and it was just all gutted back and stripped back. So it was.
Yeah, it's one of those. So I was looking at it, and I could see from outside, looking in through the windows, it's just like plain blank rooms, not, nothing inside. So, I mean, literally, all they're going to do is just pull the whole thing down. I mean, somebody could document it for posterity, like what it looks like and that. And I might go back and do that because it's a low risk kind of place, really. I think anyone can really go there, to be honest. So yeah. I might go back for a casual walk around now that we've done the star attractions there. Doesn't matter about
bike.
Could actually, because that way they couldn't keep up with me. You could literally run circles around them. You could go through little gaps in buildings, and then they'd be skidding around the front, and they'd go like another back on them again.
Yeah.
They'd probably be trying to hide then. So as you came around a building, they'd like run out and try and push you off a bike. But I know that trick, so we'd always be covering new ground instead of going round and round.
Yeah, because I was a bit ashamed of myself that I actually kind of I checked it out. Well, I did check it out, didn't I? Really, but
well, technically, yes.
Yeah.
Our survey says, but.
Oh, please tell me. I think
Neil
I might. Oh no, it didn't save a project automatically. Weirdly,
it didn't.
No, not like I'm in the actual folder now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find out.
But that's
where
not necessarily where it stores the automatic backups. I mean, I don't know how Filmora works, but you need to look it up on a search engine and find out if there's a folder. It might be hidden away in like users, your name, app data, local, blah 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 for the name of the program Filmora, and there'll be a folder with like thousands of bloody save files in there.
Yeah, I found it actually. As soon as you said that, I found it. I'm just loading up to see what actually it comes up as.
So yeah, if you're doing like date order or number order, you usually get the latest one then.
Yeah, so I've definitely got that. So I'm going to put it on my desktop so I know where it is.
Woo, there you go. Was it 4K soon to a screen near you then?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Excellent.
So I'll do that again as soon as I've got 5 more minutes to do that. Just re-render it. So UK cops should throw out. Someone's put in the chat. The UK cops would throw out the road spikes. I'm guessing they're on about tonight.
Oh well, we weren't in a car. We were on foot. So all they would do is pierce our trainers slightly. But yeah, afterwards we were cheeky, and Glenn drove his car right past where they were, and we were like, "Oh!" and they'd gone because we took such a long time. They'd actually disappeared by that point. I think because they must have seen us running out and they knew we'd gone by that point. So it was like, there's nobody left.
Yeah.
You know. But like 5 minutes after we came out of there, they were all still there, and they must have been there for a while because we've been in there for about half an hour, hadn't we? So they'd amassed at that point. Then we ran out, and maybe 10, 15 minutes after we'd come out, they'd gone. Probably because they knew it was all over.
Wow. Oh, they're talking about if you took your scooter to the location we were on about just a minute ago, they would then throw out the spikes.
Oh, that. Oh, well, do you know what? It doesn't have pneumatic tires, so they wouldn't be able to spike it anyway. Similar to the ones they rent in cities, they have hard tires because they don't want them puncturing, so they're in service longer. They have hard tires. They're rougher running. It's not suspension, but yeah, it just basically is just solid rubber, so they can spike it all they want.
Yeah. Well, I'll take it that the other place is going to be cycle round this weekend, is it?
Yes, hopefully. Yeah.
Shame I'm not I'm ashamed that I'm working this weekend because I would actually get my bike out, to be honest, even though it's not electric. So.
Yeah.
No, it's just a bit tough.
But if you fancy it, if you want to do it, let us know.
I do, but there's no way I can get out of work this weekend.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you said you're.
Yeah. With what I said to you last Friday, the possibility in the future of weekends off is a big possibility now. So.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That's the station there.
But,
right, we gotta let somebody out here a minute, so I'll put the camera off so I don't accidentally film.
Yeah, all right, mate.
I'll keep you on mic or whatever. Right.
Hi, Steve Ellis. Hi, Land Roma. Hi, Mike.
Anybody else been on the chat with you tonight so far?
No, I've only been on 23 minutes. I was umming and ahhing after the conversation we had earlier, but then I decided, bugger it, I'll do it anyway. Because from what happened Friday night when I was on to other things that have appeared lately, I was like, I don't know whether I want to do a live, but I thought, fuck it, I'll grab a pair of balls and come on the live.
Yeah, mate. You know, don't you know.
Because as I said, I got my vaccine here, so my COVID vaccine.
Oh yeah, that'll kill bugs. It's got alcohol in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We worked for the during the Middle Ages, didn't it? Like when people couldn't have clean water, they used to drink beer, and beer kept them alive because it kills bugs. So if you're a pisshead, you're probably going to have a cleaner water supply.
Fingers crossed.
and a shit liver. But,
get out there.
Yeah. Right, hang on a second. Wait, just got to let somebody out. Whoa, touching Jordan's bum now.
Yippee!
Yeah. No extra charge.
Oh my god, who's in the chat?
Anything falling down?
Taffy's eating his dinner.
Okay, right.
All right, mate.
Get going. Right,
See you soon.
See ya.
Cheers, mate. All the best, man.
See ya.
Yeah, good fun. Right. I'm safe now.
That's
Safe for work. There's Mr. Glenn. Hey.
hello, Glenn. We've not met, but hello. But
Yes.
I saw your great getaway in the tunnels in London that time.
Yeah, nice one.
But, Steve's not going to be on site because he wants to get an early night because we're going out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Do you need a new destination?
I've done that, mate. Yeah.
Oh, he knows it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa.
they're all saying hello in the comments because obviously you can't see the comments, can you?
Oh, I can. Oh, well, I can if I go upwards, I think. If I do that and do chat. Oh, no, it doesn't bloody... it pushes them over the screen. Instead of just like putting them at the bottom of the screen, it just takes the whole bloody screen. That's rubbish, Chris. Why don't they... Yeah, I don't know.
Because normally if I'm on someone else's, I always bring up the YouTube chat and pop it out, so I've got it next to it. But Seems to
Yeah,
work.
I thought it used to put them down like the side of the screen, and that way you could kind of weird. I don't know. I did find a way to do it actually. Oh, what's that?
Well,
did
everybody's
find
asking for bananas, and I'm not eating them, so I'll just show them. I've still got them, but they're behind me instead.
I always carry a banana with me, but it's not visible because it's inside. What do you mean? I mean, I've eaten it. That's what I mean. What did you think I meant? What did you think? Yeah, I know what you lot think, but I'm not like that. Yeah. But it's definitely kept warm. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. A chocolate banana.
Yeah.
Probably like a banana split.
Cone.
It's a bit nutty.
Oh dear. Yeah. Yeah, it's like crunchy peanut butter.
Oh God. It's like an almond magnum.
Yeah. Fabric caramel.
Fruit and nut.
Yeah.
That's someone I've never seen in here before. Survivor Girl 2019. Welcome.
If you're not feeling well, it might be like a lion bar or a picnic.
Or a chocolate milkshake.
Oh. But it might taste like one of the McDonald's one. It's like a lucky special in here. What am I getting? Detergent, banana, strawberry, or chocolate. It's like a random cyanide next time, probably. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
McDonald's, Russian roulette milkshake.
Oh. Yeah. What was I going to do? Right, I'm going to open this on YouTube. Yeah. Oh God, there. I thought we blocked him on Friday night. Exploring with penis. Matt likes a big banana.
Wasn't that on mine? We blocked him, or was it somebody else's? No, it was Alex's. Alex's. We blocked him, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was blocked on mine as well, unless he's made up a new account.
Yeah, they try it on, don't they?
Yeah.
They try it on, but they lose at the end of the day.
I've just blocked him from Brody's. Steve, if you want to do the same here as well, go ahead. I think you're a mod. Hi, B. Jackie, Green Cats and Things, hello. Survivor Girl 2019, Squism 2007, Andrew Clark. I think that's everybody I have missed. Yeah, I haven't got any. I haven't had any contact back from that email I sent last night. I don't know whether I did put a read receipt on it, so he still hasn't read the email. So.
Oh, they'll read them. They won't want to let you know they've read them. But no, what I told you earlier on stands true. Yeah, they got it. They got it coming to them, mate. Yeah.
I'm on about the guys from the bunker. I'm not on about that other thing. I'm on about Andy trying to get into this other couple of locations.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you might get back to you.
Yeah, fingers crossed, because I wouldn't mind doing that prison. But who's that? Barry. I think someone said Barry's in. Hi, Barry. Thank you, Barry, for blocking him. But, yeah, so it was a quick. I had to cut the video short earlier that I put out because the only other stuff I had was going up that staircase that we weren't allowed to show.
Mm-hmm.
So there was me, Steve, and Alex saying, right, we're going up the stairs, and then that's all, folks. So we're live on Barry's TV.
Wow, that's amazing. We're live on someone's television. It's almost like as if we've taken over television. A lot of people are fed up of watching shit on TV.
The BBC, for instance.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I did send Alex the link to come on, but I know he's out at the moment, not doing urbexing, but doing something else. So whether he comes on for 10-15 minutes, because I'm going to probably stay until 10:30, just do a short one.
Well, here's something funny for you. Here's something funny. I don't know if you can see this. You see my orange trousers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had orange trousers and high vis on, hard hat, looked like a workman. He had a yellow high vis on, so we all looked like workers when we got into this place.
Yeah, I'll turn the light on in a minute.
Hi,
Hello,
Jackie.
people. Hello, Matt. Hello,
Hi,
Ray.
Jackie.
How are you both?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, sorry, continue your what you're going on about.
He was on about his trousers.
No, I don't want to hear about your trousers. That's
So
wrong.
these were,
Yeah,
Go on. Look.
popular fluorescent trousers.
Ah, cool.
You know, to
Sometimes-
look like a workman.
sometimes the high vis gets you in, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's understandable, really, because a lot of them all wear them now. So it's more of a like a sort of like a uniform that they all wear now. Everyone's wearing this bloody brown like this. So obviously, yeah, you could probably get away with it. Some of them are a bit bloody simple anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. That place you went on Monday, Matt, and Alex was there as well, where you had the anti-clone paint all over you.
Oh yeah, but Alex went the day before, didn't he?
I thought he went the same day. But, but anyway, that has been all over the social media, other people going. So whether that's going to be locked up soon or not, I don't know. But I know. But someone said they went through the front gate, not over it, or the other side, because they
Oh yeah.
they put it on in your group. Why don't you just go through the gate?
Yeah, the gate doesn't have any barbed wire, or at least if it did, it's been cut. So
By somebody else.
I climbed straight over the front gate. There's other ways you can do it. You can walk up the side of the hill to the left and the side of the hill to the right. There's Harris fencing. You can jump over the Harris fencing, and once you're in, you're in. I mean, if you're up the top, you can walk around and you can come down into the, the place. If you come through the front door, you work your way up. If you come up, you can work your way down. It's just not a problem to get in there.
No, I'm
You've
looking
done
forward.
Gill Kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done Fort Gill Kicker as well.
I am looking forward to doing that one because that all. See.
Yeah, well, I'm now you're telling me that everyone's put it on social media, so everybody knows it's out there. Can I put my video out then?
You did.
Because it's literally sitting there waiting, but I wasn't going to do it because you guys were going to do it. But now you say that everybody knows it's out there, so
You did put it out there, didn't you? Already.
not Fort Gill Kicker, no.
Oh no, you said no. I know why I've seen it. No, forget
You
that.
can have a look. Yeah.
But no, because all over because obviously Alex put his drone footage out of Fort Gill Kicker.
That's right, and I've borrowed that footage to go in my video because it was too dark for me to film by the end of it.
Yeah. So that which the drone footage was pretty good. Have you seen his Vacant Havens channel trailer?
No.
Well, he did like a quick video the other day when he was out by himself.
All right, cool.
If anybody can remember what the name of that one was, it was like it looked like a stone rocket. That's the best way I could describe this building. And he was inside this large circle part of it, and actually took off. The drone took off from the middle of it and went through the building.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've done that sort of thing a few times. Buildings. Yeah, it's quite good fun. I tell you where it's good to do that is in cooling towers for electric stations, power stations, cooling towers, because you get such a good view. And I've seen people doing these like high speed verticals where they literally take off and their drones don't go they go whoosh like a rocket, and they pop out of the top and then they spin and drop back in and stuff like that, and then they like fly around and sort of doing crazy shit. FPV, he does that sort of flying. He's into FPV. Yeah. In fact, in the next video that I'm going to do, it's going to be Belsize with Mongo. Mongo calling the police. Yeah. But he's in there flying his drone through the Belsize Park bunker in the lower sections, and I'm like, who's that? Like, and he's like going down the corridors, like sort of flying the drone.
Well, saying about drones, DJI have just released the Air 2 today.
Cool.
I think it's the Air 2. I got a notification about it earlier. Let's have a look.
I can't see a lot of the point. They brought out the Spark. Why?
Sorry,
Why did they bring out? What was the Air and Spark? There's not much point for them really. I think they did the right thing with the Mavic Mini, something small, really small, properly small. But the Spark, was a fixed. It was fixed. So it was actually quite big because it had solid wings. So it was more like a Phantom. And then the Air, well, it's basically a Mavic with a few sensors taken off. I mean, it's like, I don't know what are they trying to achieve? They're like fragmenting these bloody drones so much.
Well, I think they're trying to copy Apple because obviously they've got the Air 2, the Air 2, and this is the Air 2S, so it's an extra £120 on top just for the letter S on it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a money ploy to me.
Yeah, because
I mean, I would pay more money to have a DJI drone with no limitations, properly unlocked, and I would jump through the hoops, like give them my details, send them my passport, whatever. But I just want the frigging drone to do what I want, not like DJI locking it down and going, no, you're all under our control. You can't fly here, you can't fly there, can't do this, can't do that. I mean, in a professional environment, that's absolute game over for people in the BBC, for because there's some places where you cannot fly. There's no code to unlock it. There's nothing. You can't fly at an airport because it won't even give you the option of putting an unlock code in. You just can't. So what are these people supposed to do? DJI do not accommodate for that.
you just buy a cheap one where they've got no limit. They don't have the computer system in it that stops you from doing it. It's the only way I suppose you could do it, but you don't want to buy a shit drone. As there's a lot of shit type of drones out there that look like a DJI, but they're not. But,
Yeah.
Evening, John. Thank you for joining.
That's all right. Good evening to you all, and hello to the panel. Matt, how you going?
Hi,
Jackie,
John.
are you all right?
I'm
Hello,
fine,
John.
thank you. How's you, dude?
All right, yeah. I just want to speak because I've listened to what Matt was saying and answered an email from one of the authorities. Bastards. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
It's all right. I don't mind swearing on the panel.
Okay, just say dweebs.
On a different note, John, have you caught up with this week's Flash?
My leg's just fallen off. I lost my full
What with this week's Flash?
Flash. We were talking about DC Flash.
Oh, Flash. No, I haven't. I haven't acquired it yet, shall I say?
I wouldn't watch it. I got bored.
Really?
Yeah, big time. I had a screen over here, and I was watching it while something was rendering, and it was just. I think this season's plot has just gone out the bloody window already, and it's only 4 episodes in.
Guys, I'm gonna have to. We're just coming up on our destination, so I've got to go because I've got to jump cars now because Glenn's parking up. So be nice to speak to you. We'll catch you again later on.
Yeah, speak to you later.
Okay,
Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Best, yeah, cheers now. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Glenn.
Later, Glenn. Bye now.
See you, mate.
Steve, yes, I have watched the Snyder Cut. It is awesome. The reason I got onto this subject the other night is because I just asked the question about the Snyder Cut, and I was talking about the Speed Force and the Flash in the Snyder Cut as well as the standard one, and I think it's crap. And I think the TV verse is better than the movie verse. So.
I do as well. I'm with you on that.
Especially Supergirl.
I like what's her name, Melissa
Benoist.
She's so lovely.
But it's coming to an end though.
It is, yeah. I'm still actually on the last series because I got a bit bored of that as well because it got a bit dim, and I'm like, come on.
But yeah.
And then it sort of picked. I've decided to watch it a bit more, and it's picked up again. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well, I need to get her out of the her new suit and back in her old one. I think the viewers will go straight up. But because they went from a mini skirt to an all-in-one, and it was like, well, she was pregnant at the time, but now she's not. So
Did you say that you like four episodes in?
Whatever the hang on, let me find out what episode
6. I should be on the 7th one when I eventually get to it.
Whatever the new one is of season 7, I'm at because I use a VPN to get around the barriers of
so do I.
Because I'm fed up.
Yeah,
with,
I've got VPN. But what series you on about? Sorry, I didn't actually hear.
DC The Flash on the CW.
Oh right, I don't watch ECW.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it now, right? Because I'm intrigued to see what you think. Why you think it's boring? I could get where you're coming from, but
you've got the two characters that have gone like that, if you know what I mean, without giving spoilers away. And then you've got the Speed Force that is now out. And then what I read today, they're thinking that the Speed Force is actually controlling Barry Allen. That isn't a spoiler. That's what I read today after watching the episode. So any people telling me I'm giving spoilers, I'm not. But
did you watch? Did you watch? I take it obviously because you've watched Supergirl, you've watched The Flash. So I take it you were an avid sort of Arrow fan as well.
I never watched Arrow. I've never ever watched Arrow. I did this, when they crossed over. I think it was the very first crossover was when they were helping defeat Eobard Thawne in the first series. And every time they crossed over, I did that. But I wouldn't watch Arrow. The only
I would. Just for the first sort of 1 or 2 series is sort of, you might think, what the hell? But then it sort of gets darker.
Yeah. Well,
so the first one's a bit playtime, and then the next one, it gets darker and darker until obviously the last series, etc. But it all ties in with what you see in the last crossover they did.
Yeah. Well, the last crossover was good, but they kind of did a Justice League on us where they didn't flesh out the storyline as much as they should have in the 2 episodes. How many episodes? So you had Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, Arrow, and Flash. Did I miss anyone?
Yeah. What was it? What's the other one?
Obviously you've now got the new Super Nighthawk. What I meant is the four different episodes.
Oh yeah, the 4. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking of characters.
Yeah, the one thing that disappointed me mainly is the Smallville version of Superman lost his powers. Now, whether he had blue kryptonite in the watch he had on his wrist, so he had no powers, or he went to the Fortress of Solitude and got rid of them there, is a big I don't know, but obviously they're all dead now because of.
They're all dead, but then it all come back again, sort of.
Not all of it. Brendan Routh's Superman from Brendan Routh's 2007 Superman came back, which was the main one I wanted to see come back. And then you had the because you've got a new series of Superman and Lois, which has come out. I've got to episode 3 and really given up on it because I just haven't had time to really sit down and watch it.
Yeah, I'm up to the last one they've put out because I think they stopped it for the Easter bit they normally do. But you got Stargirl coming out as well, 2nd series. That was all right.
I'm not really into that one. I want Legends of Tomorrow starting, and I think that's the last season of that as well. They tried.
Last season.
Yeah, I watched the last season. They tried. Okay, it was good, but obviously as soon as they got rid of Firestorm, that was it. Goodbye.
Yeah, it got a bit because they decided to put in Constantine, which I actually like. The guy who plays Constantine. I think he does it better than Keanu Reeves, to be honest.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. I like Keanu Reeves, but he didn't play Constantine or Constantine. Depends on how you pronounce it. If anybody in the comments knows what I'm talking about, I don't really care the pronunciation of that name. It's actually Constantine in the comic books.
Oh my god, we're getting geeky.
I actually did watch the series of Constantine, so just a shame not on anymore. So it was like,
well, they are thinking of bringing it back with the same actor because everybody's taken to him quite well. whether they do or not with now the restrictions of how many people can be on set and everything else like that. Because I was surprised they all came back. Excuse me, but because they're not doing, because obviously they had to get, what was the one I started watching and really got bored? Batgirl, I think it was. Batgirl.
I saw a few episodes of that. I never saw all of it. I want to solely so I'm up to date with all of them. Because now they've done the multiverse, it's going to probably get a bit better.
Well, I'm wanting them to do another, like a Batman series. Now they've got bloody Superman series, but whether the with the Superman TV show, whether it's going to hit the same issues that every other actor that has ever played Superman has ever faced, is the legendary curse of Superman.
Oh yeah, ones that have had accidents.
Well, the guy,
Like,
the young
Christopher Reeves and
Christopher Reeves obviously fell off a horse. Then you had the baby Superman, the person that played Kal-El when he arrived at Earth. He killed himself. Then there was something with the original actor. Something happened to him.
yeah, he was called Reeves, but I can't remember his first name.
George.
It was similar. Yeah.
And then obviously
That
the
was
lady,
the black and white one, wasn't it?
the lady that played.
There was one of them that were black and white. Yeah.
Something I only found out the other month. The lady that played Lois Lane in the films with Christopher Reeves,
Marvo Kidder.
she became an alcoholic and homeless, and was found on the street at some point, and then obviously brought
She
back.
looks awful, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She has not aged well in the slightest. She looks terrible.
definitely. And then you've got Dean Cain. He didn't really have a proper acting role up to the point of coming back to Supergirl.
No.
And he wasn't. To be honest, I didn't really think he's that great.
No,
He's a bit of a cardboard cutout.
but it was the issue of the 90s budget cuts, I think it was, where it was just shit. In manner of speaking.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head. They have all the storylines. You've got an abundance of comics to use, which fortunately now CW are using them, although they change them a little bit, obviously, but they tend to go a lot by what the comics were. Like obviously Flashpoint we've had in the Flash.
I will say I preferred the TV verse than the actual animated film. I thought the animated film was okay when I first saw it, but it's just shit. But
I mean, I think they've done well. I mean, like you say, Superman curse. I mean, because you mentioned George Reeves, but you've also got Kirk Allen, which was another one who played him. All of them had some problems.
And then you've got the Tom Welling that played Smallville Superman. He was typecast for years afterwards because he played the role for 10 years straight. Obviously, he was in Cheaper by the Dozen 1 and 2, but apart from that, after he left the series, he went. It was a show he was on, like a medical TV show he was on or something. My wife said, because she watches all that medical Grey's Anatomy and shit like that. That's one series I won't sit down and watch with her. I watch Bones and watch House, but I don't know what other crap she watches. But yeah,
I liked House. That was good. House was really good until I think I watched up to like I think it did 7 series. I think I watched to the 4th or something. But it started off so good because what he says in it is actually sort of medical, and then it sort of got a bit what?
Well, because I watched, I'm not being dirty. I watched a program called Bones. It's a murder mystery program.
Yeah, I know. With the guy from the Angels in it.
Yes, David Batiste. Anyway,
hold on. Barrianis.
That's the word.
Barrianis. Sorry, he knows it now.
Stephen Fry only played the character Dr. Gordon Wyatt because he was friends with Hugh Laurie, and they were on the same set. And Stephen Fry visited Hugh Laurie, and then got talking to the producer of Bones. I bet you didn't know that.
No, I didn't. I haven't really watched a lot of Bones, so.
I would recommend. I've watched it like 20 times. I've been when I was editing as well last night. I had bones in the background. Why editing? Probably why the reason that my video went into 720p last night. But I don't know whether Jackie, were you there at the beginning of my video tonight?
What, today? No.
Yeah.
I haven't seen your video yet, Ray. I apologise. I will do.
No, that's fine. Anybody in the chat, if you were there at the beginning of my video tonight, I just want feedback. I know it was a bit quick, but it was the first time I've done it. I kind of would, when you put the history of the place down, and you want you want so people can read it and everything else. I found this type of typewriting font you can get from World War II. I got that, and I got the sound of a typewriter.
Right.
And it typed it out as it was going, but Exploring with him was saying to me that it was a bit too quick. I knew it was quick. I didn't know. Sometimes it's too quick, sometimes it's too long, and I don't want people to get bored straight away. So I just need some feedback from people out there, because especially with the World War II stuff, I want to do more like that. Now I figured out how to do it, but whether people enjoyed that part. But the only reason my video tonight cut off very quick, it went from one thing to that's all folks, is because that location we were told where we could and couldn't film. And one of you hear me and Steve saying, right, we're going to go up the stairs now. So at that point, it was just no point even filming. Well, we did film it. I have it, but I can't put it out on YouTube because they don't want people getting into the entrance, because you can get into where that staircase ends if you know what you're doing.
Okay. So it's disrespecting the owner zone. Yeah,
because there was because you didn't see us walking into the bunker. We wanted to get film of walking into the bunker, but we weren't allowed. And obviously the prison we went in was owned by the same company, and we kind of sneaked in there. It was wide open. We got in, we did the filming, and they were quite reasonable with it. They said, thanks for that. You found our security weakness, and which we've improved on, and we've got the new security guard there, which they were fine with in the end. So we do a service. We don't break into places, as I've said many times before, and that just shows you that the front door was wide open. So, but I've messaged the bloke. We've messaged the gentleman. What I did yesterday, and I think Matt has as well, about going to another prison. But but I won't give that location out because I want to get that done.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be too hot. In other words, everybody does it.
It won't be too hot.
It.
Reason being is because we know the guy, and he will show us round it. We won't go through the front door in this one. It'll be take your time and get all the details correct. We didn't really we didn't really rush on the Kingston prison one, but because there was no security there, so we did.
It's just an added bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think he's got another one. Let's have a look. It was very good, but too quick to read. That's from the New Forest Explorer. Well, people can pause it if they want to read it, and it's also in the description of the video. I thought it was the start of Murder, She Wrote. Well, fair enough.
Did you have the same music?
Yeah, I kind of, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
had it turn around, raised there with a pair of glasses and an old typewriter going, yes, I'm here in the Grove.
But I was just because I installed an old what was I installed? My old editing program the other week when I was having trouble with Filmora, and that editing program came with all these types of the way that text appears.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you noticed in my last two videos, but my watermark on the bottom slowly appears like it's being typed, and that's the thing. Cool. That's the thing I used, and I think I've actually got to re-edit that video and upload it as a 1080p video later, so I might just stretch it out a little bit more so it's a bit more
longer,
yeah, so people can actually read it, because I think that was one of my best bits of editing. That bit was because it was trying to get it in the right place at the right time, and it did take me quite a while I was half asleep from being up at 4 o'clock yesterday morning. So
see, I don't tend to put a lot of text in mine, because it's a pain in the ass to edit it in. Simple as I'm lazy. I don't want to do it. I
Well,
probably will.
I
at some point.
don't normally. Well, if it's World War II stuff, I will. But if it's
Because there's
not,
quite a lot of detail, so sometimes saying it, you find writing it down might be a bit better, if you know what I mean. Because there's an awful lot about it, isn't there?
yeah,
Like when I do the pillboxes, I'll put down in the description. I'll put down what they are if I've got the information, because they're quite freely available anyway. But other than that, I don't really sort of put on screen because I generally sort of say it, or so you get the idea of it. And if you really want to know what type it is, it's in my description. So
yeah, definitely. Because there's a few places we want to check out over the weekend, which is similar to the video I posted tonight. Well, we think it is.
So use an enigma next time. So it's Scrizzen 007. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Sorry.
I pronounce it exactly the same as you do. So,
Scrimson. Yeah.
Icy, are you going to jump on too? Because I remember you promising me last Friday evening. Next time I did a live, you were going to jump on the panel. I have sent it to you on Instagram, but there it is there. I know you're listening. Oh, you got lots to do though, apparently.
I just seen what Steve Ellis has put. He said Firefly. I remember that. That's quite. I like that. That was good.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but it was done by Joss Whedon, and do you know what Joss Whedon has done recently with the original Justice League film? I don't really want to go back and watch something he's done, really, apart from the good stuff he's done, like the Avengers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, to his credit, he took a film which was 3/4 made, buggered around with it, and he did actually make a pile of shit. But it's watchable, but it was a pile of shit. But when you get to the Avengers stuff, you can't fault that.
No, there are people out there. No, you can't. The only thing I didn't like about the Avengers film, you had Hawkeye in it, and it was like endless bloody arrows. It was like, when are you going to fucking run out? Apart from the very last
thing with Hawkeye was when he first did that, he actually nearly left because he was fed up with the way he'd done the scripting and the other bits, because it wasn't really to a comic book, but also to how it was portrayed. And then they changed it a little bit, and it got better. But I do agree with you. He's got arrows forever. It's like, yeah, just have a bit more.
Steve Ellis, yes, I totally forgot he did Buffy. I'm not really a Buffy fan, but I have watched a few episodes of it, and yeah, okay, I'll give him his due. But that was back in the 90s when it was easy to make good TV, but most people made shit TV.
You know what? Ducks Go Quack said Fall of the Skies, which was Spielberg. Yeah, you're right. That was really good, and it got really quite dark. It got much better. But I still think they ended it too soon. I think he could have done a lot more with it. But I think because of the time and all the other problems that were going on in Hollywood with the writers' strike and shit like that, I think they just ended it quite quickly. It could have been much better.
There is another TV series I wouldn't mind coming back. I don't care who produces it. Even if David Hasselhoff has to be in talks with it. No, it's not bloody Baywatch before anybody says it.
Knight Rider.
There you go, Knight Rider.
They brought that back, didn't
they did, and I thought it was pretty good. Not they had a Mustang in it, and it was
Kit the car.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. It was the voice of Kit wasn't done by the original bloke, which annoyed me, because I found out it was someone else. And I'm going to find out who the hell it was now. Unless anybody in the comment section before I find it can tell me who did the voice for Kit in
I don't know.
2008's Knight Rider.
I don't know. I can find out.
I'm looking for it now.
Right, I won't bother then because you can do it.
Yeah.
Knight Rider 2000. Yeah, that was a film, wasn't it? That one.
No, then no, and then they did fuck's sake. They did a full two series TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, Val Kilmer did the voice of Kit.
Really?
Yeah, in that movie, in that TV series.
Wow, I
Peter
didn't know
Cullen.
that.
But the thing that really, I don't know whether it annoyed me or it was just bad CGI. You know, Car, the bad one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was a robot, not a bloody car like the original series. You know.
Really?
Yeah. So they.
See, I didn't see the newer ones. I just refused to watch it. It's like no, not going to be the same.
But to give it its due, Peter Cullens, who was also Optimus Prime, and Car in the original series, he actually came back for a prize. But it was just a bit too sex driven.
Autobots engage.
You know, I don't, you know, I don't really give a shit normally, but it was, you're there for the action, and it was just flirting and trying to put across they're gonna be having sex later. It's like, well, more about the cars.
Yeah, that's what that put me off. I mean, the original Knight Rider was tacky but great, and then they did the remake, and I got bored. I didn't watch it all. I thought, no, don't like it.
Well, there was that film they did, Knight Rider 2000, where Kit was a red sports car.
Really? No, that couldn't have been right.
No, yeah,
a red sports car. It was always a black one.
Yeah, and it didn't do well. So,
what was Michael Knight's the guy who was like, is it Dylan or something? What was he called? The old guy in the original series.
Devon,
that's it. Yeah, I was trying to think. I knew it began with a D.
But in the new series, they had like what do you call it? What's those tiny robots called in science fiction where it could?
nanobots.
Thank you, nanobots. It had nanobot skin, so it was indestructible, and it could change into any car or vehicle you can think of. So at one point it went old school. So it was a black Mustang to begin with, and it went old school to turn into one of the original Mustangs. I can't think of the. I've driven one of the cars, but I can't think what the bloody. It's a Mustang. That's all I'm saying. And then at one point it turned into a bloody pickup truck.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds a bit. Yeah.
And then the computer was.
He's just said he'd rather they finish Stargate Universe. You know what? I'm actually rewatching that because I liked it.
I couldn't get on with it.
No, I mean, I'm an avid fan of all of it, so I watched it and I watched the Universe one, but I'm now rewatching it because I'm thinking, they probably could have done it better. But I know they're looking to do a reboot of the original. The guy who did, I can't remember the bloke's name, who did the film. And obviously they did the TV series. If they want to do it again, like they want to sort of add to it again, do another film.
No, they're wanting to do a prequel.
It's a prequel. Well, they did like a web one, didn't they? Like it was set in sort of
1930s Egypt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not seen it, but I don't. They can't because they used Kurt Russell. If the chat can let me know if I'm right, it was Kurt Russell playing Jack O'Neill, and then you've got the guy from
who? James Spader. I got told.
Was it? I thought it was Kurt Russell
in the film. All right. What? Isn't it Kurt Russell?
No, Kurt Russell in the film.
Oh, right, Kurt Russell's in it, and James Spader. He says.
Yeah, James Spader was the archaeologist, and Kurt Russell was O'Neill.
Yeah, and then Richard Dean Anderson took over the role, and so did Michael Shanks for Daniel Jackson. But, I prefer the characters from the TV show, to be honest.
Yeah, so do I. Although it does amaze me that we had MacGyver as Captain O'Neill or Colonel.
But then to the end of the actual series itself, he'd become fat, to be honest. So I know he was getting old, but still. But what's her name? I should even know.
What's her name? The blonde one you talk about.
Amanda Tapping.
Yeah.
Because she did another series called Sanctuary.
Did she?
Now, I don't know if you've seen it. It plays a lot on flat Earth and stuff like that, but it's quite worth watching actually, just for the science fiction of it. It's not bad.
But I think I watched Stargate out of chronological time, or out of the line, because I remember watching it.
Chronological order, you meant?
That's what it is. The corona has got to me. The vaccine there has got to my bloody head. Anyway, so I watched Stargate Atlantis first. I remember back in the day when Stargate was on.
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, so you basically watched that first before the okay, SG1.
Yeah, and I liked SG1 and I liked Atlantis, but when I got onto Universe, I thought, what the hell was this shit? You know, there might be fans of it out there, but yeah, I was yeah. Hi Safari 360. If I haven't already said hello to you, yeah.
Yeah, you did definitely watch it out of chronological order. You got like I think 7 or 9 series of SG1 and then Atlantis.
Yeah,
which was all right, and then it's all tied up with Stargate Universe. Oh no, sorry. Before that, they did 2 other films, and then Stargate Universe.
Well,
and
you say
sort of ended it all.
You say films, but you extended TV shows.
Yeah, TV series. Yeah, TV movies. Yeah. Which I think one's Stargate Continuum, and I can't remember the other one. But
yeah, I know. It was the secret of the. Oh, fucking hell! It was to do with the new antagonists, because obviously the first one was to get rid of someone's symbiote, and the second one was the Ori. Bloody hell! How I remember that after what 5 years since I last seen it. Yeah, to get rid of to defeat the Ori. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, because
like
they tied in all like mythology, didn't they? Like what was it, Merlin and everything else?
Because this one off.
Yeah. So, right, I want to quickly go and spend a penny, so I'll leave you two on.
Yeah, fun with that.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second, guys.
Okay, dude.
Well, Ray's gone to spend a penny, folks. You're left with me and Jackie. If you don't like it,
what could happen?
Made
a bloody appointment to go to the hairdresser, isn't it? I've got to wait a month. It's like, what the fuck?
What? Wait a month?
Yeah, that booked up.
Wow. Although saying that, I walked down to where I work today. It's like a village, like, and they got a hairdresser, well, barbers, and this was at about it's about 7:30. Barbers are open. Someone's in there having their hair cut. It's like bloody hell, coining it, isn't they?
Yeah, there will be. Everybody be needing their hair done. Obviously, ones that can get away with using the clippers, fair enough, but others, no. Bugger that. I'm not clipping my hair off, but no, I'm making an appointment. I'll probably get maybe next week, the week after. No, next month. It's like, what? Never waited that long. Oh, hell. So it sounds like they're a run off the feet, because it took me ages to get through to them as well. And usually they're quite quick at picking the phone up, so they obviously run off the feet. Jesus.
No, I'll just do my hair myself. I don't care. I do go to the barbers to get my beard sorted, but I don't give a shit. I'll just shave it all off. I'll Ray, you're back.
It's cheap. It's cheap for guys. It's cheaper, because I used to do it with my lads. I used to just like take it down to maybe a number 1 or a number 2, something like that. And, because it was easy for them when they were at school, because you could wash their hair easy, and obviously they didn't get any little walking things in their hair. It'd be like, I'll just shave it off, and the little gits have not got nothing to hold on to.
Yeah, but you say that, but then it grows back weirdly. Like I found out, it was growing bushier here. And I was like, my wife was like, why are you waiting in line for a bloody hour? I was like, because I want to look good again.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. I know both me, actually all my sons were all getting their hairs done with that bloody, where they just do the sides really, really like to number 1 and leave them more on top. Seems everybody does it like that nowadays.
there was some idiot in the barber shop that was in there an hour, so we're all stood outside. Luckily, it hadn't been raining. It wasn't raining at the time, but he had like a mop on his head, and all he wanted was this bit here and the back all blended in, so his mop could hang over the bloody side. I was like, the line was growing bigger and bigger, and I was just about to give up. And then his mate walked out. I was like, right, I'm going in. But it was an hour to do a bloke's hair, and they only charged 16 quid for that.
What a rip! God.
See, when I go in there, full head of hair, big old beard, and I'll just say, right, sort this out, do whatever, do the beard. And I'll get them to do the Turkish stuff on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm up for doing that next time because I saw him do it today. I was like,
that's worth 20 quid all in touch, just because you just sit there and they sort it all out. And if you get a nice person to do it, like what they do sometimes, I don't know what you get it, but you know, like they do all the Turkish, put the towel around. Sometimes, depending on who it is, and our barbers, he'll start doing your arm like this while you do, and then he'll massage your neck while you're waiting for it. I'm like, that's fair enough.
You only like
so I come out all relaxed and smelling like a tart.
But I think it was 26 quid all in to do ears, nose, beard, head in this barber's I took my son today. And there was this one guy who had, well, actually Steve's just said it, waxed the nose. And then they scared the shit out of me. I'm sat there with my son, and they got this, they light this thing on fire and then go with the hair spray. The big bloody flame comes out, and they go up as a bag, hit someone's ear like that to get all the hair off. And this,
that's what they do with me when I have it done. I don't do the wax. I've never done the wax, so I might actually try it one day. When they do the like you say, like they got the, I don't know what it is. They put whatever on it. They light it, didn't they? And then they go around by the ear and all this. Yeah.
So when I need my hair done next time, I will be going back in there because that place was interesting. And they had to fight my son to keep his head still. And it was like, well, that was worth the money.
Right, get the full works, mate. Do even the singeing ear bit, right? I know it sounds weird, but they don't singe your ear. It's just obviously the hairs. I don't know about the wax with on the old nose, and I've never done that, but I'll just try all of it, mate, because you might as well. You pay the money for it, get it done.
Yeah. Well, today they're only charging, I think, for the hair. I don't know, was it everything? I know I said 23 or something like that just a minute ago, but they charged 14 quid. And the bloke in there, I was waiting for someone to reply to him, and he was like, "If you don't mind, that'll be 14 quid." And I'm just waiting for one of the blokes to go, "I do mind." And he didn't even ask me when I paid for my son's hair. I was like, I wanted to, but I thought a bit harsh. Because when I went to get mine done the other day, and the one around the corner from his, they had been going from about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I felt so bad for them, you know. And you had idiots that want to be there for an hour having their hair done, and I'm like, that people fight over a little bit of change, and it was like, I think 16 quid for the haircut. I thought, just keep, and I get handed 20. I said, just keep the 4. Get yourself a beer after work.
Yeah, I always do that. Just whatever it is, I'll just add a little bit and go there, because it's, they're doing a service. I know you can cut your hair yourself, but it's just sitting there getting pampered for 5 minutes. It's just like a woman going, "Oh, I want my makeup done." But for blokes, it's just like, well, we just want to look better, don't we? So just do it.
Yeah, definitely.
But you can't polish a turd. You can only put glitter on it. So.
Well, you can freeze it first, then try to polish it, but it might.
Well, yeah.
That's all right, dude. It might smell a bit.
But yeah. So, anybody seen Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching that at the moment. I haven't seen the latest episode, Ray. I'm behind.
Oh, I was just about to say it was
Not
a shock. It's episode 4. It's up to at the moment. I think.
Yeah, I've only on 3, so I haven't seen 4 yet.
Yeah, because they're out on Fridays, aren't they?
Yeah. I was just about to say, if you'll know which one you're at if you've had a shocking ending, but no spoilers in the comments because John hasn't seen it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I thought the first one was all right, and I thought, it's going to get boring, and then it actually picked up on the second episode and it's got better on the third. So, and now you're telling me there's a shock ending. So, yeah, okay, I'll watch that.
Best way I can describe it without ruining it for you, there's a scene at the end of Civil War that is, well, a few scenes in Civil War that are kind of done by this new Captain America.
Okay.
But it's the best way I can describe it.
Yeah,
but
I know more.
different ways.
Meant to be Kurt Russell's and Goldie Hawn's son.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, he's Kurt Russell's and Goldie Hawn's son. That guy
Yeah.
that does the new.
Captain America.
But he looks such a twat.
He does. When he looked at him, I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is that?
He
Got a
looks-
nice flat nose, hasn't he? It's like, it's that. Oh right, fair enough.
He looks like the guy from Up. If anybody's seen that film. The old
Yes.
guy.
Yeah, the little old dude.
Yeah.
The little old dude or the
Yeah,
the kid.
the little dude. No, the little old dude with the bloody hat on. You know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was like, that just looks really weird. And then I saw a reaction video with Steve. Is it not Steve Evans? Fucking hell, what's his name? The guy that played Captain
Chris
America.
Evans.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, Chris Evans. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was taking the piss out of it. John, you do know you've muted yourself, don't you? Just to make sure you know that. Yeah, right. I think we might have EWT in a minute because he just
I was just
messaged me.
listening to something, so I didn't want that in the shout. So
That's fine. I just thought about because this software is a bit weird. Oh well, it can be anyway. So.
yeah, I do find it a bit weird.
But there's other ones that Random TV was using, like it's called Melon. I was going to try and use that one, but I'd rather use this one because at the beginning of this if you go back and watch the beginning of this, you know, I don't know if you guys saw the trailer I put up on my channel yesterday. I did a channel trailer and I put it at the beginning.
Who? All right.
So this is it. So I'll show everybody if you may. It's a bit laggy. Bit of a gist of that, but
Cool.
Looks good.
it was just why I was so bloody tired. And I didn't know how it was going to come out, and I think I got to bed like 1:30 this morning, and then I had to look after my nipper today, and my wife was like, "I'm off to work." I'm like, "Okay." It is my iPad. He was in the bed watching something, and luckily I woke up at the right time because he was just about to click on something else he shouldn't have done. No, it wasn't porn before anybody starts saying it in there. I wouldn't. It was like a documentary on what's that movie we were talking about the other night, John? To do with caving, The Last Descent. I think because it was on my watch list.
Oh, Descent or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and I luckily woke up at the right time because he was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I was like, "Don't put your own stuff back on because I really can't be asked to deal with nightmares after that." But, well, saying that,
kids and nightmares are the joys.
well, he's only 3 and he's a little menace today.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not going to be much fun because he's not going to understand.
No, well,
to be honest, anything to do with caving is going to be a bit of a nightmare if you watch a horror film or some strange caving film like that. Because I don't know, I don't mind caves, but if I watch a film like that and I'm like, oh, you never know down these old shafts, do you? You don't know what the hell's down there, and all these other caves people find.
Well, down the old shafts, you normally get dust because they haven't used it in a while.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Yeah. But a girl at work, she said to me that she got lost down the box mines. This was before I started really doing this, and she was telling me about it. And I went the other day. I spotted her at work, and I went up to her and went, "I've been told about this film. I wouldn't watch it, especially if you got young siblings." But she didn't listen to that, so she went home, put it on her watch list at home, went home, sat in front of the TV with her mum and dad, her little brother, and herself. I watched The Last Descent. I was in the staff canteen, and she goes, "Ray, come here. I've got a bone to pick with you." I said, "What's that?" She goes, "I watched that film, and none of us slept that night."
Oh dear.
I did say to you not to watch it, and if you are going to watch it by yourself, not with anybody else.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a good film, but it's not nice.
I haven't watched it. I've listened to what Exploring Within has told me, and I don't want to watch it because I'm not good with horror films. But the only horror film I think I've ever watched is Jeepers Creepers 2 because it's funny.
I was going to say that's not a horror film. That is.
That's the first and second. I like the first one as well. That's not bad.
I've only seen the second one. Vacant Haven. The link's in the description in the chat if you would like to pop on. I know you've had a busy evening.
I'm just going to do a wardrobe. I'm back in a minute.
That's no bloody good. I love horror films.
Now let's just come up on here. I'm having a chewed knife. We're not going to have EWT on tonight. He's having a relaxed night with the missus. So he's probably in the chat somewhere. So if you're in there, EWC, okay, mate, we'll catch up tomorrow.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah. My ears are ringing. How's the chat been? Yeah, Alex, the chat's been fine. I've been surprised we've not had any trolls. We've had Exploring My Penis, and that's not my penis. That is the name of someone in there in the chat. That's I think we've all blocked on everybody's thing.
Isn't it about?
Yeah, I don't think he's. I don't know whether he is a troll or not, but I just
because it starts going on about penises. Believe it or not, that's all it does.
Well,
so it's just better off just hiding it because it just, obviously they're just a cause of crap.
Well, I don't know where I said it the other night on someone's stream, but obviously if you were in my live stream on Friday last week, you saw what was going on. Now, directly after I ended that stream, I had someone called, let's have a look. Let's have a ganders. It's on my Instagram. Cool, I need to get glasses, I tell you. Okay, now. Where are we?
I don't like wearing my glasses. I just put them on, look for something, pick them up, and it's like, right, that's it, they're off again. But I got contact lenses anyway, so.
No, Alex, my wife, it hasn't been it, and my fake wife hasn't appeared tonight. So the person that messaged me was called, well, it was actually Crazy Cupcakes the other night, but they've changed it to Crazy Boop 15. They said, I think you blocked me on YouTube. I have special needs. I'm not a troll. My response was, if I've blocked you, you've been a dick. Special needs doesn't mean you need to be a dick. Because if I see something in the chat that's people being a dick towards anybody, I will block him.
Yeah.
Well, I'll time them out first, then block them. Or in my case last week, I positively timed out Lucifer, but I did not mean to do that because my iPad decided to fuck up. So I said, I don't think I blocked you, but if I did, you've probably been a dick. And I just said, and I said, what's your name on YouTube? It's Cupcake666. I've tried to look for this person, it doesn't exist. I said, when did I block you? And whose channel? And they never replied back. So, so after what happened last Friday, including that, I was like, well, that's got to be the same person. I've not heard from him since. But I have heard of some information today that could be the same. Could be the same person again, messaging someone about anything that's said on chats. They write down, and then they bring it up later on. So, like, you guys probably know where I work, and somebody got an email saying they're going to contact employers about things we do when we're out, and I'm like, well, I've got nothing to worry about. I don't break into places.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's, you know, like you said, you're not breaking into places, you're not breaking the law. So if they tell your employers, what's got to do with your employers? You're not doing anything illegal.
No, and I don't really not bother because I have footage of me entering and leaving, not breaking in and entering, going in through something which is open. So, bollocks. I've got the gist. Sorry, I missed what you were saying.
To me, or they're trying to,
All I've got to say is, you were there, John, and you blocked the right person.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, definitely.
Alex, yes, I will be. I'm up for Saturday still, and I know no location. Hello again, Matt.
Hello.
Hang on.
All right. How you doing?
Ah,
Yeah.
right, there
Hello,
he is.
Matt.
Hang on a minute, I've seen this bloke before. Hi,
Yeah.
Matt.
Very awful man.
We're thoroughly awful people.
Oh, John, I see you're drinking
Welcome back
kangaroo
to-
piss tonight. I think the audio.
Matt, you know, we were talking the other night about pig testicles, and we got onto cheetahs as well.
Yeah.
I showed someone at work the cheetah testicles, and they were in stitches. They could not believe it.
Yeah. They're big. They're very
Oh, the
big.
big
Like
one.
I say, I mean, what got me was the cheetah in real life was very yellow. I mean, like a lot more yellow than I was expecting. But like its balls were golden yellow. It was like fluorescent. It's like this coat, you know. It was sort of like, it's like the cheetah was striking, but its balls were like sort of going wah, screaming at you, like, you know. It was like, what the hell? And they were massive, and they were just, the color on them was just like, really, you want these balls to be seen, you know. So and today, I don't know whether it's the algorithm, it learns like what you're looking for on things. I don't know how it popped up on my phone or somewhere, but it was like there was a chimpanzee. No, it was Facebook, right? So I know that looks at what you type in, but I think this was just on somebody's post, and it said, "Look at the size of my balls," and it was just a chimpanzee sort of lying against a wall, and its balls were the size of its head. You know what I mean?
Well, funny enough, I shared something to your group earlier because you're on about balls then. Someone said about glittering dogs' balls. So I thought, well, you might like, as you were on about the other night, I thought I'd put it in the group, but I don't think you've seen it yet. So someone was chatting to, I can't remember, someone that was on my Facebook was sharing it out, and I was like, well, that's something you want to see. There you go, straight in the group. It's, you know, it's like a couple of conkers just laying there, but glittered.
Oh my God.
Right. Do you know that? Right. Here's an interesting fact for you. Do you know like birds normally don't have penises? Right. They just have these like cloacas. They just put their sex organs towards each other and then squirt. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
something like what spiders do. They just transfer it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like they press against each other and transfer it that way, you know. So, but like some birds do, because they seem to be have something which seems to be the beginning stages of what they call a rudimentary peni, you know. And there's a band called Rudimentary Peni as well, which is why I wondered what it was. So, like, I heard about this band, I was like, well, what's a rudimentary peni? And it's like, oh, it's one of those, is it? Right, okay, fair enough. So anyway, the thing is, if you want to see something really freaky, check out duck penis, okay? Because it's not that it's weird looking, right? It's just how long it is, because it can be like about 5 times longer than the size of the body of the duck.
Really? Okay, that's scary. That is really scary.
It comes out and then it just goes bloom and just goes like about 7 foot long, and the duck's only like about 1 or 2 foot long, and it's like about 7 foot long, and it just goes pajoing. It's like,
yeah, I know. Poor Ray, he doesn't know where to put his face.
Oh, that sounds really bad.
My God. I've just googled that. It's not even nice.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Have you checked it out?
Yeah, man.
It's the most nutty things, isn't it? It's the most nutty. Now, why don't they show that to you on, you know, the BBC, on these natural history programs?
Yeah.
Why? Because I think that is just fascinating, you know?
It's like a fucked up umbilical cord.
Yeah. it's like his guts have come flying out, like, you know? His stomach.
Oh,
my days.
You stung me again, Matthew.
What was it?
Oh,
Squidgen 007 said that he's often called a duck.
Yeah.
I bet he wishes.
But
Yeah.
you know, things like that do fascinate me. I mean, like I'm interested in, you know, the science behind, you know, sort of animals and what's different. Why is it, you know, like, does anybody know? Like I say, I'm not just interested in like dirty sort of like things because they're just fascinating
Yeah.
and fun, right? But I mean, like, does anybody know what the difference between a goat and a sheep is? The major difference that really, you know, because you could mistake some goats for sheep and vice versa. But what's the main difference between a goat and a sheep?
Don't know.
Besides them not growing wool, but then you can get mohair though, can't you, on goats?
Is it the horns? I don't know.
No, you can
Yeah,
get
but
horns and sheep and goats. Yeah, you know, it's something. All right, I'll give you a clue. Something to do with the teeth. Anybody?
Go on.
Goats teeth protrude more. They got an
No,
overbite.
well, they have definitely got an overbite because that's all they've got is overbite because there's no upper row of teeth. They have a lower row of teeth, goats, and I think they chew up against the upper part. It's like the, what do they call it, the mandible or something like that? Is it in your mouth? That upper thing? Yeah.
Right.
So they chew against that. There's like a surface, and they just grind against that, yang, 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 with the lower row of teeth. Whereas sheep have upper and lower teeth.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, this applies to cows as well because cows have, I believe, lower teeth, and they don't have any upper teeth. They just chew against their upper thing. I think. I'm fairly sure.
Cows are weird anyway. Cows are weird anyway. They've got 4 stomachs. I mean, how many?
Yeah, I know. I know. It's a bit greedy, isn't it? Bad enough just having 1, but 4.
So yeah, little things like that. I like to see sort of like how animal species have kind of developed and changed and morphed, and you know.
It's like an octopus, isn't it? It's got like 3 hearts, or is it 4?
Yeah, 3 hearts. Yeah.
That's another channel name for you. Animal Facts with Matt.
I do know some, but not many. I mean, I did a work experience on a farm. I absolutely loved it. It was great.
That's
like the smell of excrement, then, do you? Like the smell of urine and excrement.
It did not, believe it or not, it didn't really bother me that much, believe it or not. We were actually on a dairy farm, and they were showing how they were transitioning calves to, you know, to stop sucking off the mother's teat and learning to drink out of a bucket, and it was quite interesting.
Yeah, nature's amazing. I mean, what? You've got frogs, lovely little creatures, amphibians, and they're like the most poisonous animal on the planet, aren't they? Like a poison arrow frog.
Yeah, but that's what they eat that makes them like that. If you actually had some yourself, they wouldn't actually be, you know, able to secrete the poison on, you know, from their glands. So,
right. So what they eat it makes the poison, is what you're saying. In like when they're in the Amazon, that's where they come from.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I do know some things, but not many, but some.
I always thought they were just poison.
No.
I think the most poisonous spider in the world actually lives in the United Kingdom.
Oh, right. I thought it was a funnel web in Australia, Sydney funnel web in Australia.
It depends what you mean, because it's poisonous can only be classed as poison if it's effective and it kills people. Well, the thing is, because there are spiders in the UK that have a stronger toxin, but their teeth are so short they can't penetrate human skin, so they never end up killing people. So they can only kill small microscopic creatures, you know, and things like that. So they can't kill us. But if you were to collect their poison, it's stronger than anything else out there. You know, you have to collect a large amount of it. You know, but those are those things you see with very long legs. They're just like a little circle with just really long legs off them, and they got 2 little fangs at the front. Yeah, it's like they haven't got the 3 sections like a spider normally would have. They're just like one blob, a blob with legs. Well, they've got they're the most poisonous, toxic venom. But are they a threat? No.
No, they're buggery. I just think they're funny.
I've just
Funny-looking things.
googled the most poisonous spiders on Earth, and it comes up. I don't even know what they are though. Apparently, daddy longlegs are the most poisonous spiders in the world.
The daddy
But
longlegs, which is that circular thing. Yeah, it's called a daddy
Yeah, the
longlegs.
little yeah. I think that just look weird.
But their
They make me laugh.
venom would kill someone, but because they can't penetrate a human skin, that's why they're harmless.
I'm doing a deja vu, yeah.
That's what Max just
You
said.
don't say.
Weird,
You
that.
don't
I
say,
can hear a
John.
bloody echo.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
say
sorry.
Yeah.
I was posting Wikipedia. I apologise.
Well, at least it's confirmed that I am sometimes right. So yeah, thank you. Because I doubt myself sometimes. I'm sure I've read that. I'm sure that's the way it is, but
Yeah,
I'm not
I've heard about it before. Like, I just think they're funny-looking creatures.
You got me thinking, Matt. So I'm thinking. I thought it was a daddy longlegs, and obviously you were saying spiders, so I had to check it. But
Yeah, they are daddy long legs because the ones that fly are the crane flies.
yeah, but then you've got the Brazilian wandering spider.
Yeah, banana spider, it's sometimes called. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
They
North
are.
American wall spiders. So they are the most highly toxic venom. So along with the funnel web in Australia, are meant to be the most dangerous in the world. There we go.
Yeah, Sydney funnel web. Yeah.
I used to collect daddy longlegs.
I've eaten
Used to
one.
what? Sorry.
I used to collect them, the daddy longlegs, in a plastic container when we were at school. See how
Yeah, I
many-
think everybody's done that.
kind of explains a few things.
Yeah, I ate a daddy longlegs with 50p as a bet. Sorry. It happened.
I can remember firing worms out of a pump, like a bicycle pump. That's not cool, but I used to do that.
That sounds actually quite funny. That really does sound funny.
Yeah, they don't so much fire; they sort of spray.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I know one of our cats, when he used to go out, used to bring the other cats bring in maybe, I don't know, birds, mice. No, he'd bring in worms, and I'd look at him like to say, "And what the fuck is this? Why are you bringing me worms?"
Oh.
It was just funny.
When I lived
worms.
when I lived at home with the parents, our cat brought in a bat.
A bat.
We had
Cool.
to. Then one of the organisations come around, and brought their health, and then had to release it from our back garden.
Yeah, to go back to where it lives, because obviously it was from around there.
Yeah.
I'm starting to itch now talking about this. Yeah.
It's like those.
Who started this then, Matt?
I know. I'm my own worst enemy.
Think about
Yes, you
those.
are.
Think about those ants that we saw the other day, then, Matt. That'll make you itch.
I know, yeah. But they really literally were crawling up our legs, weren't they?
Yeah.
On the inside of our clothing.
Oh God. Yeah.
So I take proper, really strong garlic tablets. Nothing wants to go near my blood. It's brilliant.
Are those odorless garlics, or?
Yeah, they are, but they've got the ones I'm getting. I think they're like 1,000 milligrams, something like that, and they've got a chemical called allicin in them as well. They're quite strong. I'll take supplements if it helps me. I'll take it. If it helps, things that are good for your skin and all.
Well, that's a pretty good reason to take a supplement, isn't it? If it helps me, I will take that.
Exactly. But some people
that's
you
good.
get these,
rationale,
when you get the multi ones. People get them. Oh yeah, I'll get the multivitamin. Half the time, you'll find it only has a fraction of the actual vitamin in it, so it basically doesn't really do that much for you. So that's why I buy, some of them individually, because then you get the full effect rather than part of it. So
Good
that's
night,
why.
Vacant Haven. Take care, mate.
Night, Vacant Haven. Have a good evening. See you Saturday.
Cheers, Alex.
what's this Allison thing you said? In a tablet, you said it's got something called Allison.
Yeah, oh God, it's the way it's spelt. I think it's spelled like ALLCEN. I can't remember. I'll have to have a look.
I just wondered what it was. I never heard of it.
I just heard it's meant to be a good chemical that's in the actual garlic.
There's plenty of good chemicals.
Yeah, well, he's not allowed. He's only allowed to have them because he'll just sit there and you'll be eating a bloody some proper garlic. As soon as he walked into the room, I'm like, "You've had garlic, haven't you? How can you tell? I can fucking smell you over here. That's why.
Ever been
You're
to
not
the
staying in the same room as me. Get out."
Ever been to the garlic farm on the Isle of Wight? That's bloody awful over there.
No, I've never been to the garlic farm. I don't know how you doing. No, I like garlic. Though. Nice.
I like it as
Oh,
well.
yes, all right. If you
I
have it in
stick tons of
food.
it. I stick a load of it on every pizza I make. Chuck the garlic on it.
Yeah, that's different when it's cooked and all that. But you'll be sat there eating it raw, and I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
would get
all
raw
right.
garlic.
Really?
I like raw garlic. Not to eat all the time, but I don't mind chopping it up and having a little bit with it. It's nice, and it's healthy for you as well. So
I know it's healthy, but when he farts, it still smells like it is. Like, no, you're not allowed.
Well, it's better than
I don't
smelling
want
like
to
shit.
throttle him. Sorry?
Did you know that? Oh, sorry.
I said it's better than smell like shit. I'd rather smell garlic than shit.
Yeah, I suppose there's always that.
Did you know that the Chinese, in general, they consider onion and garlic to be poison.
Really?
They don't recommend you use it in food, and they like no. They're like totally against it.
This is the spelling of the word that I was on about, and it's 14,000 milligrams. It's Allison, and it's spelled ALLICIN.
Allison, right?
Allison, yeah. Because I buy them off Amazon Prime. So yeah.
You ever
Well, it must be
taken-
real. Must be real if it's on Amazon.
What about?
No,
have you
not
ever heard-
really. No, I always go and sit and research and make sure that I'm not, because obviously people don't realise you can overdose on certain if you have too much of the supplements or vitamins. So
yeah,
I always sit there and go for the ingredients, like, so I'm not duplicating it, because sometimes they'll add other things in with them. So
What about-
I always,
Have you ever
Well,
heard of?
sorry.
Have you ever heard of 5-HTP?
yes.
That's the same sort of stuff that's ecstasy's made out of, isn't it?
Is it?
so
Yeah,
basically
5-HTP.
that stuff is. Sorry, that stuff you
It's
said
an
about
analog.
that Allison stuff you're talking about. So it's basically what gives the garlic its odour.
Yeah, but you don't smell, the thing is, you don't smell it on your breath,
No.
believe it or not. Even though,
But it's
if you
an
do
it's
take
an
tablets
anti-
out, they, well,
It's an antioxidant. It says here, antioxidant.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, so I
It's
can
all
understand
good,
why
yeah.
they've added it with the garlic. So gives it more of an antioxidant. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
Got to get it
Well, you
right,
get
because
one.
otherwise it will be a completely different ball game.
yeah, because I've seen ones that they do the actual garlic pearls, and obviously it's odorless, and they've taken certain essence out of it, so obviously it's not going to be as good as the other ones I get. So it's like, I don't like having raw garlic, and I will have it added to food, I don't mind, but
I'm always carrying raw
tried it raw,
garlic
I'm
because
not
those
like it.
fucking
I just do
vampires
not-
get everywhere.
Did you
Well,
know that
holy
there's been
water.
very strong evidence put forward now? It's not really sort of like, rumor mill type thing. There's strong evidence has come out. It's been tested quite thoroughly that vitamin D does prevent COVID.
so I only take that as well.
But you've got to take a fair amount of it, and different people have different tolerance levels. So not everyone can say, "Oh, let's just take 1,000 because that's the right amount for." Different people. You have to test your tolerance levels for it, and you should be tested to see how much of it's in your system, and then that's your level then. There's a I think is it Dr. Stuart Campbell or something like that, Dr. Campbell, and he does a YouTube channel, and he's been, I watched some of his stuff, you know, and he was going on about it. You know, I mean, ivermectin is still being tested. Vitamin D has been tested. You know, so. But you don't hear the government telling people this, you know. It's like they just go in, nah, just get your vaccine. And like he says, it says, well, you know, if you want to be effective, you should be doing a whole range of things that are going to help you, not just vaccines, you know. And you know, he's a doctor, so he's saying, like, you know, you should be taking vitamin D because it's definitely proven to work.
Yeah, vitamin D is really good, but you, like you said, Matt, quite rightly, you've got to be careful. You've got to take the right amount, because my missus was on vitamin D. Yeah, she was on vitamin D, my missus, and she thought she was asked to take vitamin D for whatever it was, and then she started being ill, and it turned out about vitamin D, I didn't know. I thought you could just take it, it'll be fine, but apparently you can't take too much of it because it actually makes you sick. So she stopped taking it, literally got better within about a day or so. Like, that was it, that was done. But so don't take it unless you have to, and if you are going to take it for that, I would suppose take it in the right dose, or find out what you can tolerate.
The effects of vitamin D take 2 weeks to start showing themselves in your system. So if you start taking it at a dose, you have to keep taking it at that dose for 2 weeks before you'll start to have the effects in your system. Now you won't physically show anything. You know, you're not going to become like a super person or feel better, but you've got it in your system, and you've got to do it for 2 weeks before you get tested, and then you can tell them whether it's the right level. If you need more, you can up it a bit. You've got to do that for another 2 weeks before you're tested, because it's literally, if you want to do it the correct way and have your D levels high, which will give you, I think it's a 20% less. It's like 70% less chance of getting COVID, and if you get it, it's 20% higher, you know, rate of getting better within a certain amount of time. So you basically don't have the worst symptoms. You get over it really quickly. It's kind of like that. There's numbers are out there. Don't, you know, obviously look into it yourself, but yeah, you do have to know your level. You have to work your levels up slowly and get tested. You know, don't just jump into it and take loads and think, oh, the more I take, the better I'll be. You won't. You'll make yourself ill.
I've been taking mine for ages, but I don't know what the level it is that I'm on though. But I don't go out as much.
If you take the stated dose on like vitamin D supplements, it's always going to be less than the amount you could take, you know. But that's the safe level for everyone, yeah. So you'll be all right with that level. But if you want to take more than that, and I mean, this doctor is saying, like, he's been tested and he takes like 10 times more, so he's taking 10 tablets a day instead of 1 tablet, which just wouldn't be enough, you know. But it's like, because he has been tested, he knows that he needs a lot more than other people because he's not producing as much. Whereas people who are already getting enough vitamin D, if they start taking 10 tablets a day, it'll just like put them in hospital, you know. So everyone's different with that, but you do need it.
I don't know what level I'm taking though. I'll have to have a look.
The one you can take loads of without any real risk is vitamin C.
Yeah, I'm already taking that
You
separately.
can take loads of that, can you?
Yeah, the only thing that vitamin C will do if you're not tolerant to it is give you the shits. It'll make you loose, and you can just dial it back until you find a happy amount that's good for you per day. But you can always top up your drinks, and you know, with vitamin C, and it'll be a lot more than if you buy vitamin C as ascorbic acid and just put it in drinks and put it in stuff. It'll be a lot more than you'd ever get through eating fruit all day long. You won't get a lot of vitamin C that way. But if you top it up, you know, then yeah. Ascorbic acid is cheap as chips as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've got to go to the boys' room again. Oh dear.
Have fun
So
with
it's me
that
taking
then.
that vitamin C. Anyway, Ray, I hope this is exciting enough for you. Sorry, we're just like talking shit here. But...
Oh, that's fine, mate. No, I've just had a copyright claim just appeared.
Oh,
Really?
I can't think
A
where
copyright
from.
claim?
Yeah, so someone's put a copyright claim, and I'm
Is
just
it a
trying
music company? Is it one of these music companies that handles like copyright? And
yeah, well, I'm just trying to figure out what the Well, I haven't got any music in mine, and I'm just trying to figure out why.
which video was it in? Was it in a live where somebody like me has put a video in that I've
No.
got music in it?
It's today's.
But there wasn't
Oh,
any music on it.
I'll tell you what it is. You know, I put that typewriting sound on the beginning of my video,
Right.
No.
and someone's put a copyright claim in on that.
Really? What is it? Typewriter.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Dispute it and say you can't copyright a repeated individual sound like a drum.
No, you can't.
Do it. No.
That's a load of. Oh my God. That is dumb.
That's the first one I've ever got. And
Did I just hear you correctly? Someone's copyrighted you for having a fucking typewriter sound.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bell end.
Yeah.
Oh, they used to do this a lot, but YouTube's kind of dialed it back a bit because they used to do it like they put a drum sound. It's like douche. Yeah, well, of course, every song on YouTube has got douche in it. Yeah, so it's like every single song now belongs to them. You know what I mean?
Mate.
God, somebody's.
You can't say nothing.
Yeah, it's bullshit, but you have to complain about it and it'll get released.
Definitely.
oh, you know,
That is just stupid.
it's a fucking typewriter.
I know, it's annoying, isn't it? People do this shit.
Original content, licensed, fair use, or public domain.
But
Do you know what I found out that people are doing a lot of the other day? I was like, why are these things coming up as copyright? And I found out the reason for it, because, you know, like copyright-free music, yeah? Like YouTube has its own copyright-free music library, yeah, for instance, and so do other people, but it's best if you use the YouTube one because you won't get any shit, you know?
Right.
So YouTube has got millions of tracks, well, not millions, but tens of thousands of tracks that are all copyright free, and actually you can get used to, you go, oh, that's one of those tracks I've used. You get used to hearing them once you've started using them yourself. But anyway, here's the trick, because you can get done for copyright on a copyright free music track that belongs to YouTube. Why? Because somebody will take that copyright free track and will sing over the top of it, and they'll be like this: I like YouTube. I like YouTube. It's YouTube. It's very good. It's YouTube. And they'll call that. They'll stick it up, and then the copyright system will flag everyone's videos that have got it in there and try and give the money to this wanker. You know?
Oh my God.
Yeah. And that's a massive thing that people are doing right now. It's massive, right? Taking copyright-free music and just farting over the top of it, or making silly sounds, or making a sound, or singing, right? And then re-uploading it and going, that belongs to me now. I want all these millions of people who've used that track. My money. Give me my money. Yeah.
Nice.
Right,
Stupid.
Sean Modo put, I bet it was Angela Lansbury.
I'm just looking at this. Fuck, I'll do it later because I'm not 100%. Yeah, next time you use smoke signals, I will do. That's a good point. Fucking hell. Because the beginning of that video, I was quite smart. But...
And the other classic, which got me the other day, is the bait and switch technique, yeah, which happens a lot and it's just got me, right? There's loads of people saying copyright free. Now it may be that track isn't actually copyright free. They just say it is, yeah. So one day, eventually, the music companies will catch up with it, and then it is no longer copyright free. But also, artists who were copyright free for a very long time decide to change their mind. Now this is a bait and switch, because you don't know why they've done that, but basically for years they told everybody it's copyright free, just give me credit and that's fine, you know, and just give me credits, which I've done. So I've got loads of tracks I've been using for a long time, and guess what started happening the other day? bang, 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 copyright, and I've spent a good few hours claiming them all back, saying, no, actually, I've got permission to use them from the artist. And it takes about a week, and then they go, okay, and they're all starting to come off, because I did have permission. But the thing is, that artist just changed their mind about their music. Now everybody, who's been using that music for years, they're all now shagged. Unless they complain, all that money's going to go back to the artist. Now, that is a bait and switch, because it's rather rude, I think, years down the line, to then say, now all that belongs to me. I'm having all your money now, from these videos you produced, and you've got to go back through all that, download them off YouTube, edit new music in, and re-upload them because of this artist pulling this stunt.
That is stupid.
Oh,
It's all
mate,
bullshit.
I've just checked who's put the copyright strike against me. They've got no. Hang on, I'm trying to look at their channel analytics. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce this, but I'll put it in the private chat. Because private chat is these days private chat. So try and pronounce. One of you try and pronounce that name.
Oh, fuck.
And Kawat Abdul Karim Al Malki.
I reckon that's one of these wankers trying it on.
Probably.
Definitely.
And I'm stuck. Oh,
And he's got no videos on his channel.
yeah, sounds
Yeah,
like a
they're
bloody-
probably because they're all unlisted. They're all unlisted, so you can't work out which videos to complain against him with. Yeah, they're all unlisted, so you can't see. But some people have managed to find some of these videos. It's literally somebody like standing there on the mobile phone going, "Oh, I like YouTube, YouTube," with one of these copyright-free tracks in the background, and they upload it, put it on unlisted, and then they can hammer you for something that doesn't belong to them. Yep.
It's all
It's the
bullshit
biggest
because,
thing.
I'm sorry, but it's bollocks, right? It's like a certain troll who will remain nameless, basically put up my voice, your voice, Jackie, and yours, Matt, on one of their tracks.
Oh,
We
yes.
were talking, right? I did a copyright on them. I think I told you as well, Matt, right? And YouTube would come back and say, "Oh, we want all the usual, time, etc." And they won't go any further with it because I can't tell them what live stream it was on. But it's my
But it's your
fucking
voice.
voice.
My voice.
And I-
Very
and I
distinctive
told them.
voices.
And I wrote back and I said, "It's my voice. Check it with my channel. You can do it. You can do that. You've got the algorithms. You can check the same voice." Will they? No, because I cannot tell them what live stream it came off of. It could have been yours. It could have been Taffy's. It could have been mine. I do not know.
Yeah,
And
it's a bit.
it's bullshit.
I tell you what, right? I won't. I'll have a chat with you later about this. Contact me privately, John, and remind me, yeah, because I'll tell you how to deal with it. But I don't want to discuss it on the channel, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks, mate.
It's just
Okay.
it's because it's insider knowledge, yeah. So I don't want to sort of,
Yeah, it's fine.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll,
it's bloody stupid though, because like you said, because I remember you sending it to me. It was either you or was it? No, Barry sent me it. Sorry, Barry. But at the end of the day, it's like, what the fuck? What is up with this man or thing or that? Why would somebody do that? It's weird.
yeah,
And
but
didn't he
I'm
do
getting
something
to
on
the
one of your
point.
live streams before that interview?
Yeah, he did. We got that sorted. But what I'm getting at is the fact that they'll come along and go, "Oh, it's a copyright on my like Ray's typewriter," which, to be honest, any typewriter will say I'm the same. But
Yes,
then
they
when
do.
we've got somebody's voice, as in us three,
Distinctive, yes.
actually talking, and we're saying, "Look, no, that's our audio. Get it off there." They're like, "Oh no, we want more information. We want this. We want that." And it's like, well, it's nigh on impossible unless you sort of get every single person and go, right, go through your lives and find out which one it is.
Yeah, it's a load of,
Bollocks.
thank God I've
Sorry,
not seen
Ray.
the person about, but at the end of the day, it's bloody weird.
I don't care who it is, right? If they come to me and say to me, look, John, could I use a little snippet off your thing on there because I thought it was quite good? Can I use it? Is that okay? I've got the option to say yes or no. When they just do it for no reason whatsoever other than just to be an idiot and don't credit or do nothing, well, that's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit messed up. Should have, all he could have done was asked you, and you'd rather be asked than somebody just come along saying, right, I'm going to do that.
Well, I've just put the dispute in, but it says you do understand that your channel could be terminated.
What? Just
Yeah,
for that?
if you're
Or is
doing
it
it fraudulently, but you're not doing fraudulently, you know.
No. Unless it's just a standard script that they say to everybody.
Because the sound effect came from soundjays.com, sound effects. Apparently.
Yeah, but they all sound the same, so how then work that one out? And if you...
This is it. It's who wrote the sound sample up there in the first place. You probably find if you track it back, it comes back to professional companies, you know, like the BBC and, you know, like sound effects libraries, Lucasfilm and all this sort of stuff, who literally have got, you know, all this stuff, and then it's been licensed down to other people, and then you get somebody from bloody India, which it sounds like, who's gone, oh, that's my sample now you owe me, you know.
Wow.
And it is very easy to do because YouTube actually benefit those people, because if they put these small samples in a video, YouTube will then go and search all the millions of videos on YouTube looking for that sample, and it will tell them. It will tell these people, you know, which samples it's been used in, which videos it's been used in. So I don't know whether you get it at your level, but have you got a copyright match system shown up on your stuff yet? Copyright matches? Okay, when you get to a certain level, you get a little box will appear, and if anybody has used your videos anywhere, YouTube tell me if I've been copied somewhere, and it shows me, and it says, look, between 30 seconds and 50 seconds, this clip is used from this video of yours, and it tells me automatically. I don't have to do anything. It tells me. That's how these people are getting away with this, because every time somebody uses the typewriter, it tells them who that person is, which video it was from, and exactly the time they used it, which is all the information they need to then go, right, now put monetization on that video for my clip. Bang. And if the people don't complain, you get adverts running on that video, you get adverts running on your video, they get the money.
Well, I've just clicked on... So I thought I'd just check the video out that apparently my sound has come from. All I had to play was a second of it, as you probably just heard, and my God, there is no way that sounds like a typewriter. It just sounds like someone shouting to the sky.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Well, maybe if you watch the whole video, somewhere in there, there'll be the sound of a typewriter. It'll be somebody going, and it'll go, for another hour. But it's like, and that's all they need, is that belongs to them. You know? See what I mean? This is YouTube. This is where YouTube goes crazy. Because they don't know who owns what. They just report everybody to everybody else and let you fight it out with each other. Yeah.
Skrizen007, if you've got the sound effect for that, send it on over, and because I've got to re-edit, I'm going to redo it a version 2. I will put that in there. I'm quite happy to do that, just to shove it up that fucking idiot's face, up his arse.
Don't blame you.
The Enigma machine sound.
Don't sit on that.
I mean, the way to get around copyright issues with music sometimes is to play another track behind the track that you've got, and it really screws the system up. If you sort of like play another music track low level beneath the track on top, the system just can't see it, then it can't understand what that is.
Yeah, because it takes it as one algorithm, doesn't it? It won't take it as but two separate songs.
Yeah, that's right. It can't separate them, and it thinks it's a whole new track which doesn't exist, so it won't flag it. But it's a shame to have to go to these lengths. But yeah,
Let's see if I can find that.
Because there's too many dick bags out there.
well, I mean, it's a form of scam. It's a form of scamming, isn't it? I mean, like you get people ring you up and try to get you to give the bank details over the phone. Well, you got these people just sitting there uploading clips and samples from other people's work, claiming it as their own, and then blatting the world and trying to make money out of it. And the thing is, just statistically, unless they get booted off YouTube for it, they're going to make money. It's sad, isn't it?
Just
it's proper. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to head off in just a moment because I was only going to stay until 10:30, but it went on a little bit longer.
Well, I got to go fill up in a sec anyway because I'm eating out the fuel. So
yeah. So
I'll catch you later then, guys, because I'm literally going to pull off to the garage now.
Oh, mate.
Nice to speak to you. I'll catch you all later.
Yeah. Cheers, Matt.
Thanks,
Speak to
mate.
you.
I'll send you a message.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, I'll speak to you in a bit. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
I've just typed. Bear in mind, I've just put into Google Enigma Machine sound effect. Now, this is what's just come up.
Oh dear. Quick, decode this, decode that.
Oh, God.
We don't know what the message is, but they're playing some Oriental music. Oh, okay then.
Yeah, well, like I say, if anybody's got it and can send it over to me, I will put it in there, but it'll probably be copyrighted again. But I just find it funny, especially when they probably don't actually have it at all in their thing. I'm not even going to listen to it because I can't stand someone screaming up to the sky for an hour and a half to listen to.
Yeah, it would sort of like drive you a bit bonkers.
I would do an impression of it, but I probably would lose subscribers.
Yeah.
But saying that, I've not been very popular tonight. I've not gained any. I've lost one tonight.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm on.
I've been keeping a close eye on mine because it's been going up and down all week. But
yeah, mine has actually. I lost. Weirdly enough, people didn't seem to like it.
Jackie, are you monetised yet?
No.
Oh, I just wondered. I didn't know if you were or not.
That told you.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Sorry.
I've just thought of something, right? That typing sound has been obviously copyrighted, but I've actually got other music on my trailer video, as you probably heard just a minute ago. That hasn't been copyrighted. So there's these idiots out there that just want to nitpick on every fucking thing going.
Yes.
But, let's see. What was it?
Yeah, but I've only got 322 at the moment, so
I've got 246. So.
I got 814.
Okay, show off.
That's only within a year. Less than a year. When did the last lockdown? When did the first lockdown end? That was like June, July time, wasn't it? May, June, July.
I thought it was August, but I might be wrong. It might have been July.
And I don't know. Whenever it was, that's when I started filming for properly for YouTube, and then that's when I think the main video that boosted me up a little bit was the nightclub in Southampton with the bank vaults, because I posted that in one group, in the Southampton group, and it just went mental. But I have to say a big thank you to Matt, because he's been a great help with helping us with subscribers, because obviously Vacant Haven went over the magic number the other night. Exploring Within did it the other month, but it will happen to everyone eventually. But I just seem to just hit a point where there's just no. This gets because I thought I was in a coffee shop earlier, and I thought I'd just be a little bit cheeky, so I created a note folder on my iPhone, and I thought it said subscribe to my YouTube channel. I did. If you get your link and put what is it? I did it the other night. It was like $sub equals 1, and they click on it. It automatically subscribes to you. But I thought, I stood in this line for a coffee. I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna try it, and I pressed AirDrop on my iPhone, and one person came up, and I thought, do I or don't I? So I clicked it, and they actually accepted the link. But whether they subscribed or not, I don't know, because I think I know who the people were that accepted it because they were looking around. But it felt a bit awkward after all, you know. Because I've obviously made stickers and stuff, and I don't know whether anybody saw Vacant Haven's comment earlier. I'm seeing if I can find it. I did put it on the screen. He had an email from. No, isn't that one? No, I can find it. He has no, it's too far back. It's the quarry video that he put out the other day. Someone put on his chat that they've got something out against him to be arrested for criminal damage.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
But the only thing I can think
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
things they're on about is the sticker of mine that he put on the lorry. But so many little things are being picked out of fucking videos these days. It's unbelievable. But I will say those stickers are quite hard to get off because I've actually put one on my car. So and they're waterproof.
I think Taffy's sending me one of yours.
Yes, I think he is. I said to him to send them out. I think I've sent him a sheet of them. I'm sure I did.
Yeah, because I think I'm getting one as well. So
yeah,
I've
got one
got
on.
any stickers yet. I will do.
I don't know whether you can. Can you see that sticker on my computer? It's there?
No.
Where? No.
Just crumbs and dirt.
Yeah, it's looking a bit icky down there. No, we can't see it. Sorry, dude.
No, never mind. I put one on my computer just in
Trying to
case.
look down there, and it's not happening.
Just in case I couldn't remember my own channel. But I went into there's a new shop in town that does embroidery and stuff like that. Whether they do what I'm actually after, because my hoodie I've got has my old QR code on it. So when I contacted YouTube to redo my URL to Hidden History of Rare, sort of my actual name, which was annoying me for ages, the QR code obviously stopped working. So on my hoodie I've got here.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Oh, scan me, yeah.
So that did work at one point.
All right.
But now it doesn't because I have my old logo on the front of it as well. But it's still a comfortable hoodie.
Why does it stop working?
So when you change your URL, the QR code stops working.
Okay.
So that's why on my stickers there's a new QR code on there. It actually goes. Openly, it still goes through the fucking channel because I'll be a bit pissed off. I got 600 stickers I ordered for 20 quid.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's just, and that's smashsigns.com, and it's because Taffy gave me the link for him. And I believe, so it's just taking me, and when it loads, why is it so fucking slow? So yeah, it takes me straight to the channel like that. So, I have gained 1 sub. Look at that, lovely jubbly. So I was 600 stickers for £19.99 plus free shipping.
That's good.
So, but my logo you see on the main channel, or let's see if I can get this to work. So this logo you see on the screen now, probably.
Yeah.
They said they couldn't do that one. Because I wanted 600 stickers and it had to be circular, so it wouldn't fit on the sticker. So I recreated it to be what it is there. Which actually, do I have it here? I think I deleted it. Yeah, I deleted it earlier. I did have the picture of it on here, but yeah.
Barry's saying that he could do it for you, right? If you're stuck.
Yeah, I do remember that you do that. Do you do printing? Obviously, for QR code, I'm going to need printing, not embroidery, because I don't think the lady I spoke to earlier quite got what I was asking. Because I know I used to do used to be in the business of embroidery. One of my last jobs, not one I'm doing anymore. Just before anybody starts writing details down, telling me, "Oh, I know where you work again." Because
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. All right. Well, what I'll do, Barry, because I've got you on Instagram, I will give you a message.
What in the actual fudge?
That's my stickers.
Sorry, I don't know. I just didn't expect it then.
So Barry,
you confused Jack. He's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, because I thought, shit, an advert? Hey, what? We're in a live. I wasn't really paying much attention, and then you said what it were. I was like, okay.
Barry, product code JH001, black and red. That's the product I'm looking at, with possibly that sticker layout on the back of it. And I don't know about on the front, so I'll get some EPS files created, or as much as I can towards an EPS file, and send it across, just so you know what product I'm looking for. I couldn't think of it when I was in the shop earlier, but they were just, my car was parked outside their shop, so I thought, well, I bet, local shop and all. But yeah, so I know you use one of my old suppliers that I used to use, so if I ever get successful at this, YouTube business, I might.
Yeah, that's what I thought, right? I haven't got any merch at all, but if people want it at some point, I'll get it arranged and sorted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've done stickers, and actually, when we were out last Friday, I've got to be careful with the locations at the moment because I keep getting told off by the guys. We were at a certain place, and we walked. The guys had got over the fence before we did, and
call you loose lips.
Fucking hell.
You're naughty.
There was a joke earlier I heard about that, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, we walk along this fence line. This couple walked up to us and goes, "Are you urban explorers?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Cool, yeah. We got in. We got in there the other month, and the fence was down, and we got in there and caught by security." I told them to check out the channel, and I couldn't. And they were like, "I can't remember that." I said, "Well, I have a couple of stickers. Simple." I said, "Just get home, scan with your phone, and then yeah." And then, so I don't know whether he did or not, but they're just quite helpful. And obviously, when you're places and you want to tag them, stickers are quite easy to get off. Matt put his sticker on the back of my car too, and the last bit of it fell off this afternoon. But the only problem was it's left like white sticker marks all over my back window. So
a bit of WD-40, that'll get rid of it.
Yeah. Oh well, mate, I'm on that tomorrow. I've got no kids to look after. I apart from popping back to the gym for the first time in a year, I don't think I've got anything else to do apart from going out in the evening, exploring within. So yeah.
I'll tell you what, I had a guy at work I know, nice guy, and he went, "Oh, I've subscribed to your channel." I went, "What?" I just didn't even expect it. I went, "Oh." I said, "You found me then?" He goes, "Oh yeah." I don't know how he did it because
it's not under your last name's not, obviously.
No,
yeah,
not at all. And as you know, so I'm like, "Oh, that's cool then." And I went, "Oh, just share it out." He goes, "Yeah, I've got quite a few people who like to look at that." So I'm like, "All right, that's cool."
I'll tell you one thing that gets annoying about people at work subscribing is when they come up to you asking you, "What locations are coming up next?" You're like, well, you're just going to have to wait and see because I'm not going to tell you. But you're in the middle of the fucking canteen shouting it across. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want everybody to know.
I don't mind people at work giving me the support and doing it. Like, New Forest Explorer. He works with, well, technically works with me. He works nights and I work the days, but we see each other when I come in to work in the mornings. But you know, he's not like that. But there's a certain person who was like, every time he sees me, he's like, so when's your next one? Hopefully it's a bit of an eerie one, because he liked the Westbury Manor one that I did, and then I think it was the Kingston Prison. So, which, you know, all the support is good. You know, as it says on my channel, I'm quite a general nice guy. You know, I hopefully bring quite a few people to want to subscribe when I talk in my videos. Because from the beginning, when I didn't talk, to now. But my wife was watching one of was it Steve's last video, Exploring Within's last video, where we were down in Poole and we go around looking around all those bunkers and stuff, and she was like, "What do you guys talk in your videos?" It's like, well, you're trying to interact with your viewers, aren't you? You don't want to just keep quiet, because as soon as you start talking in your videos, people actually want to listen. Well, I think they do anyway.
Yeah, well, it adds to it, doesn't it? If you just go around, I mean, for me, if I watching a video and it was just quiet all the way through, you'd be like,
bored.
Nice scenery, but what about the history?
Yeah. It's like I think let me just check something, because I can't remember. I don't know whether you were watching Secret Vault's live stream when he was looking at. We had the Ghost Hunters on.
Oh, you're talking about the Ghost Hunters? If you're talking about Ghost Adventures of Cornwall.
Yeah, he was on there, and I showed him this video, and I'm just seeing if this was one of them. Hang on. Oh, this is the music I used to have in every video. Quite eerie music. And it worked quite well with this location, because I think we took Secret Vault there the other week, and he's actually done the angel with the weird arms, I think he called it.
All right.
Anyway, we took him back there, but back in the days when we started it, I didn't want to be speaking on camera, but you know, but the history was there, because obviously we've put like I did in today's video, bits of history at the beginning. But yeah,
I've got to sort out the video with when I went to an abandoned zoo, basically. With Flex and Twig the other week. I've got to sort that out, yeah.
Oh, why I remember. I don't know. Do you guys watch Paranormal 666? Because I know she's in that at the moment.
Yeah, Claire.
Yeah. Well, we went to a mansion / nuclear bunker. But so did the bearded. Well, we didn't go with the bearded explorer, but he went there before us. And I did a big shout out to a young girl called Urbex of Lucy. She gave us the Surrey bunker, which is one of my last videos.
Okay.
Anyway, she contacted me the other day because she knew that I had been to this place. And she goes, "Yeah, we turned up and there was these young kids smashing up this swimming pool." You'll see it in my video. I think Matt. I don't know whether Matt put his out. I think he did. It was the place with the crazy owner writing all these books.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I said when we were there, "I'm sure those cameras work," and they're like, "Nah, can't be working." Anyway, so she posted a pic. She doesn't do the video; she posts pictures instead, which is fair play. You know, each their own. And the owner got in contact with her. She goes, and I don't know if it was a man or woman. They go, "We saw you on our cameras, and we just want to thank you for deterring the vandals." And she did send me the email. So we hope you enjoyed it down there. We don't really want people here, but because of what you did for us, would you like to have a look in the mansion? Because when we were there, the mansion's locked tight. You can't get in. And
All right.
For an owner of a place to come back to an urban explorer and go, "You've done this for us, we're going to give you something in return." It's like, well,
That's good.
Well, in a way, it happened to us with the video I put out tonight. You know, we got that in return of showing the security issues at that prison. But
Let's see, some good comes from it. I mean,
we do a service.
Do nothing wrong. People I think, if anyone's got a right mind about them, they're like, "Thanks very much. You know, what can we do?"
The only idiot I've ever had an issue with is when we went to. No, I say idiot. Well, the way he was setting dogs on you up at Selborne Brickworks. That was one of my. I think I redid the video the other month, but redid the edit of it, and it was a point where at that time me and Steve were splitting off, so we didn't get in each other's videos. And you can probably see the progression of that through each of our videos. And I was just finishing filming, and my phone goes off, and it was Steve. But where we were, there was no signal, so he was able to call me, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. And it turned out that the owner had caught him. But as I put the phone back down, 2 dogs were just running towards me.
Jesus.
And they were border collies, I think they were, not aggressive dogs. But I was running through this. Yeah, exactly. Well, funny you say that in a minute, but I was running through all this machinery, and I had my work boots on at the time because I wasn't working at the time because I was made redundant. But I went through this diesel, this oil, and then I found this little cubbyhole. So I was in this cubbyhole like this, and there was over here there was like a load of bricks where they hadn't got rid of them, and then this dog came up this side of me, licked my boot, and fucked off. And as I'm just about to come out of the cubbyhole, I hear the guy goes, "Go get him!" So I get back in this cubbyhole, and the dog does the same thing. And the guy comes round this way and tries to look. I was wearing black, so he couldn't see me, but I was up like this. It's the thing. And he looked around, and my heart's pounding. And I'm thinking, as soon as he's out of the way, I'm going to leg it. Which I did. I got away fine, but it was when we got back to the car, and this is the point where we were stupid enough to park like 5-minute walk from the car, from the place. And Stephen was waiting at the car, but he had decided to plug his car in with a diagnostic machine at the time. And I'm looking in the boot of my car, and suddenly this Land Rover comes around the corner. And he goes, "Next time, the police will be called." And I said, "Well, there won't be a next time because we've got the videos and the pictures we want, and we've left it in the same state we found it. You know, we walked in, we walked out. You won't find anything out of place. But if you want, don't want people in there, put a fence around it." But I see a load of other explorers have gone in there, like Katie Colson Explorers, and I think exploring with Genevieve and Aish. They went there and didn't get caught. And I don't know how the hell they achieved that, because every other explorer that I found in there has got caught. So, but yeah. Right, it's coming to 11:30, so I think I'm going to call it a night, because I actually want to get to the gym tomorrow and lose some of this COVID fat, or the lockdown fat as I call it, because I feel so unfit lately, especially when I've got to crawl through bloody holes and shit, and I think I can't be fucked with this. But yeah, so thanks for coming on and keeping me company tonight. Much appreciated.
Welcome.
Thanks for Matt for coming on twice tonight. Who's H Jaspery? I have got to go, mate. I was up late last night, and my son has taken the energy out of me tonight, and I've still got to put all my computer stuff away, because I don't leave it out, because I've got a 3-year-old. So
yeah, kids, not a good idea.
When we move out of Romsey, I will have Jim Beans waiting. I wish. I haven't drunk that since my stag do, and I never will again. When I got my new place, I'll have my garage with power in it and heating. So I'll be moving into that for doing live streams and editing. So it'll be with a better camera, so not this blurry crap that you see here. You see,
be like a mini studio, then, wouldn't it?
It will be, but the only problem is we've got the place comes with a dryer and a wash machine, but we don't want to use their stuff, so we've got to put it in the bloody thing. So that's and the bikes and stuff, so it'll be a bit crowded in there, but it'll be better than sitting in the kitchen with the kids' room directly above me. So
yeah, because it sounds like a herd of elephants. That's what I used to say to my kids, like you got a bloody herd of elephants up the stairs.
Yeah. Right.
Man cave.
Yeah, you're lucky, mate. That's why I want my man cave quickly.
I'm with you, mate. It's nice. I can do what I want. It's at the bottom of the garden. That's it. Done.
Yeah. Well, I've only got 2 more weeks till I actually get that, and I get fibre optic down there compared to here. So it's
cool.
So, right, thanks for joining me and the panel tonight. And hopefully you've checked out my video tonight. If you haven't, head on over there before I have to take the sound off of it. I think Exploring Within's got a video coming out tomorrow, which is, I think, if I remember him saying correctly before I came on, it was Clapham North Bunker. I've already put my video out. I think Matt has as well. And so is Vacant Haven. So head on over there. I'm not too sure when he's premiering it, but I know we're out tomorrow. If you guys want us to do a live stream from the car again tomorrow night, let me know somehow. We probably will do. And see if we get those trolls back in, because I think it'll be quite funny this time. Now I'm prepared for it. So yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
but it'll be on his stream, not mine, because we take it in turns. So
Yeah, it seems it's passing from each person to another.
yeah, because Vacant Haven did the other night. I did tonight, so it's Steve's turn. So we'll see what happens. But yeah,
Indeed.
all right. I'm going to sign off now, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that button so you don't miss another one. And I'll speak to you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.